Hello and welcome back to Off the Beaten Quest. I am your humble GM, and you are joining us in our campaign 1. This is going to be session 72, entitled Plane in the Astral. But there's a lot of D&D podcasts out there, but you chose this one. And good news is our batteries are included. Tonight's episode is going to be pretty big of a doozy. So, quick recap from last week. Our adventurers still semi-separated. Elliana is still figuring out the situation she finds herself in. She learned that she is running out of time while receiving some communications from her party members who are rushing through the forest between Rivermire and Luare. The others spent days traveling through the forest and getting to Luare while having some more connecting conversations, and even learning why Jax has been apprehensive to get to Luare. And once the group arrived in Luare, they found a temple focused around one of the astral plane and all things surrounding it, and they learned of a ritual that could help them to get to where their friend is. And this is where we join our adventurers. But before we pick up right where we left off, we're going to flash back just for a brief moment. Verity, as the ritual was commencing, you had something that you wanted to do.
Yes. So Verity's just between what was said with the shaman, or the shaman, right?
The keeper of this
Yeah.
temple you're in, yeah.
When she mentioned the in-between, kind of thinking it's weird but trying to brush it off. But then when the astral projection kind of came up at the observatory, her gut plummeted. And so she's going to reach into her, like the breast pocket of her jacket, touch the sending stone.
Okay.
And she's going to send a message to Amar.
All right, what's that message?
I love you. My body is in Luare. And then she's going to squeeze the stone one last time and then rest her hands on her stomach. That's it.
Okay.
She
is so smart.
She doesn't expect to come out of it.
All right. So that happened as the group was undergoing the procedure or the ritual, to have their souls transported to the astral realm. As they entered the astral realm, Verity had heard in a more clear version than the whispers that she had heard before, the phrase, "You're in my world now." And this is where we pick back up. The group of you are in this, like I said, this like very black voided kind of expanse. The ground feels cold and wet, but it's solid, so it looks like as if you're standing on water, but there's no like kind of formations as if you are in water or anything. But what are you going to do?
So, you remember when we talked about having those secrets, Lucio?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We might be in my patron's domain.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm not really feeling very hungry right now.
Good.
But I usually am. So that's definitely a telling sign of something being a bit different. So
How is that relevant to being in the domain? That's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, this is...
sometimes, I don't know.
we
it's
need to...
not-
this is
not very hungry.
Yeah, so if you,
a little shook.
if you see me act differently, just leave me. Just go.
And you guys all can see on yourselves too that like there's almost like a semi-translucency to like your bodies.
Right.
It still looks very much solid, but it's almost like if you kind of like, it's like when you like put a flashlight behind your finger, you can kind of see something between.
Right.
It's kind of like one of those.
Yep.
Where you can see through it just very, very slightly.
I have a question.
Yeah.
All yours in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the box's physical location? So where is Alhir? Is he...
He's with your body in this temple.
So he is not like...
He is
like
not
I
in
have
here.
I have the box, but I don't have the box.
Correct.
Okay.
Essentially, everything that was, as far as like your gear, all the things that were on you to have transported with you, it's not necessarily like you can't access like the full inventory. Like you still have your weapons and things like that. But like
Okay.
if you were to look for like the gold in your pouch or something that you had kept in your pocket, you would not be able to reach it. And Dawn does not have her net at this moment.
That was oddly specific.
Yeah, that was oddly.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Why is
that's your
that
like
oddly specific?
cherished possession.
It is. It is.
It's your weighted blanket.
Forgot that you
It's
had
like, this
that.
is targeted.
It's not my weighted blanket. It's to keep me grounded, to remind me that I am not the best, but I have to become the best.
So you know where you came from.
Yeah. So if Verity something happens, I am reluctant to just whistle and walk away.
I mean, Elliana's a little bit more important.
Ouch. To yourself.
And
Oh.
Verity, you feel a tap on your shoulder to your left.
No. She does not. No, she does not look that way. She just goes still.
Is there
Okay.
any indication that she just Like-
Not unless she reacts.
like eye twitch or
Visible stiffening.
Eyes go wide, for sure.
Okay. So you would see that, yeah.
My passive perception's pretty high, so well, I guess I
In
can beat it.
in your mind, Verity, you hear
Nat 20
for perception.
perception.
Yeah.
Plus a 7.
So you notice that like her eyes go wide. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is everything okay? You good?
You hear in your mind, if this is another attempt to get out of your pact, understand the error in which you have made.
Verity's going to answer out loud.
Okay.
We did not know this was. We didn't know we were coming to your domain precisely.
You think this is my domain.
Lukil's
How
like,
little
oh, she's
you
not okay.
understand.
Yeah.
We're just here to find our friend, and that's it. Nothing beyond that.
All is lost in this realm.
I would think when Verity starts talking out loud,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ira takes off her
Mhm.
bow and like just prepares an arrow and just kind of just looking around to see if there is anything.
Okay.
Dawn is also gonna like kind of do the like, you know when you're like looking behind yourself, like your head is turning your body and you're kind of like stumbling around a little bit to try and like see everything, but even though there's nothing.
Yeah.
And she's gonna look at you and she's gonna be like, "How are we with your dude when we're supposed to be with Elliana's bitch?"
Lukil's like, oh, we're really not okay. That's great.
Good.
Sentiments.
All very good questions.
Yeah, this is not good because Elliana has very limited time. So
Is there any indication of it? Like, is there like a light source like in the distance, like in the clouds you'd see like a far off city? Like, is there like any?
There is
whoa.
Dawn's
It's just
gonna
a black
take
expanse.
take a
You're-
lap.
Yeah, this is just a black expanse. So you're gonna run and take a lap.
She takes a lap. Not too far, but like
So how far forward and then around?
probably
did you
like
go?
15 feet.
I'd imagine
And-
it like looks like Dawn's running in place
Uh,
because it's like
she essentially like runs forward and then like runs like a giant circle around all of you,
Uh-huh.
and then like goes
Yeah.
back to where she started.
yeah.
Do I see anything?
No,
Do I
Just
feel anything?
This expanse goes on almost feels almost infinitely. You don't see like a horizon in the distance or anything. It just kind of keeps going.
Well, I think we should just start walking and
This
yelling,
is
maybe.
Jax. Do we know what way to go?
Does
no,
it look like
No,
it's not really anywhere to go?
I would like to try something.
Okay.
Ugh.
You're about the
What
only
would you
person that
like to
can.
try?
I don't want you to. Is that do you take that into consideration?
No.
What other choice do we have, Dawn? What else? We can't do anything.
I like walking. I'm really good at that.
Where are there?
40 feet, in fact. 10 more than everybody else.
Where is there to walk?
Verity, without still not looking
Mm-hmm.
to her left, is going to get down on one knee
Whoa.
and kind of touch the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to try, and like neurons in the brain, use the shadows to locate Elliana.
Okay.
Mm.
Is this an ability that you have?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm like,
No,
like,
Verity's just trying.
It's cool.
It's
why I was
cool.
like,
Verity's just trying.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm
what are
like-
you flavoring at this moment?
I'm not flavoring anything.
So-
I'm
because
just,
if you don't have locate creature, then you're kind of like
He's trying to
done.
use the force.
I'm trying to use
I'm going to have you do an Arcana check.
Arcana
Mm.
check. Fucking hell.
Oh, and your modifier. Yeah.
That would be an 8.
An 8.
Yikes.
Okay. So you kind of push your hand down on the ground, and again, it feels as almost as if it could go through because like it feels like it's water. You kind of like close your eyes and try to feel like almost like you're trying to feel the vibrations in the ground, and kind of through this like very small layer of like fog. It's kind of like over the top of all of this and kind of around everybody's ankles, and you close your eyes for a moment, and you feel as if like a hand like reaches up out of the ground and grabs your wrist, and it's like holding it for a second before. What do you do to react?
Verity's gonna try and like, I think out of instinct, try to like
Pull your
pull
hand
out.
back.
Mm.
As you pull your hand back, it just like it's almost as if it lets go.
Verity's gonna keep trying.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make another Arcana check.
Mm.
What just?
Can I guide her or no? I don't know this is happening.
I don't know if you know what's happening
Okay.
in order
It's
not
like
to
a
do
nat
it.
one.
Yeah.
That's. Is that cocked? That looks cocked.
Yeah.
The dungeon.
19.
19.
It's pretty
So
good.
better.
Okay. You put your hand on the ground once more, and you. This time you don't close your eyes, so you're kind of like looking down at the ground, and as you do, you see coming from like the center of everybody is this small like silver like kind of thread that's like connecting, kind of like almost like it goes into the ground. From all of you, but there's one thread that's coming up from the ground that's kind of like in this like purple hue. It's still silvery, but it has like a purple tint to it, and it's coming out of the ground the same place all of yours is, but it's going off into the distance, like in a specific direction.
Mm.
Verity, still looking in the direction, says, "I think I know where she is," and just starts walking that way.
Well, Lukiel's gonna cast Detect Thoughts and use Read Thoughts.
On Verity?
You're gonna use
Yeah.
a spell slot for that?
We had a long rest.
Repeat the question. You're gonna use a spell slot for that?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 3.
So you're trying to detect her thoughts.
Whoa, 3! Sorry, I need to be intense about this. Just one more time. Positive.
We are in a domain
You could
of
ask her.
gods,
Yeah.
and
Do you remember
you
what?
could ask
really think
Do you remember what happened last time? You did detect thoughts on Verity.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
look,
Oh,
if
yeah,
he
yeah.
wants to do it, he can do
I
it.
mean,
Go for it.
I already marked it off my
He already marked it.
spell
So
slot, so
he reaches into your mind
you
to
also have to beat a Wisdom saving throw of 17 or higher.
and you see these same, as you kind of see, it's like a very like fuzzy picture of what she's seeing in her
she
mind.
has to make the roll.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make the roll.
That's true.
Well, that was before wisdom.
Mhm.
That would be a 19.
Oh, so
She beats it.
he beats it.
Ba-boom!
Does anything happen if she saves?
I know it. Lukiel.
What's up?
So she can tell that he's in her mind. So you essentially,
I just know that they changed it from like.
Yeah,
5e,
I don't.
So I don't
maybe
remember
it
what
doesn't
is.
work on a save.
I don't know.
If I think.
I don't know 1 as much as I know 5e, guys. I may be the rules
Says on a
lawyer,
successful
but I
save,
do
the
not
spell
know.
ends. Either way, the target knows that you're probing into its mind.
So you probed into the mind. As she makes the save. Essentially, you only see at the very surface level before she kind of like knows you're in thoughts. I'll give it kind of like a 50-50. You see the very fuzzy like of what she's seeing with the lines like connecting because like obviously like you all can't see this like at surface value.
Right.
So you're seeing that she saw that. So that she
Yes.
kind of like that's how
Yes.
you understand where the direction she's looking and which way she goes. But what you don't hear is in Verity's mind, Verity hears, "You're welcome for that. Now that you've handled souls in my discretion, I guess you have a bit of a sense for their tethers."
Barry just keeps walking. She doesn't respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
Even a patron wants this bitch gone?
You don't know.
The gods are fighting.
Well, hey guys, do you think we should follow her?
Oh, yes, Lucio. Nira's already following her.
Dawn would have already followed her.
Yeah.
Well then, fucking okay.
And by the way, don't try to get into my mind again, especially here.
So, also, by the way, Stella is also with you, by the way. You guys had also prompted for her to come with you, just as an FYI. I wanted you to remember that. Hey, it was for her to undergo the ritual. Y'all had her turn into her human form and lay down on one of the things.
Right.
That's true.
But she's covered.
She has like the clothing and stuff that Verity had given her before.
I hope so.
And so she has reverted back, though, unfortunately, like as this process, she's reverted back into like this like the fox form of like her soul essentially would be that like of the kitsune. So she
Well,
is
then
just, like, this little
Ira's
fox.
stress is through the roof.
Yeah.
Like,
And the box doesn't really work. It's not.
no.
Yeah.
Not in this
All
part.
yours back at the...
I just thought I would ask.
It's all the more reason I
don't know,
made
she's
the
like-
stat blocks for these characters.
Yeah, I pulled that up on my phone to send it to myself. I was like, shit, I don't ever stat block on this iPad.
So you all start walking in this direction. Meanwhile,
Hi.
so Elliana, you having now gone through what feels like months of this same scenario, kind of over and over again, as time works differently wherever it is you are. You've gone through these memories over and over, and you sit at the precipice of the second portion of these memories, seeing that Thanatora is now ready to strike down at your mother once again. How are you feeling in this moment?
I'm feeling just hopeless, but also like a bit desperate. I feel like she has experienced so much relived trauma at this point. I feel like she is breaking.
And the flower you hold in your hand also only has like 4 petals left, if not 3 at this point.
Yikes.
And you're kind of in this like either close by or in like the same distance where you see like the moment before your sister kind of strikes back at Thanatora with like from the tree line, and you see Thanatora looking down at your 2 mothers, and she like everything as you kind of almost like as if you take steps closer to it or standing and watching it. Something happens where everything for a moment pauses. And she looks down at you, but then over off into the distance and says, "Seems like we have some visitors. Looks like I can tie all the loose ends up at once." How do you react?
I think about when I prayed to Flossidus
Mm-hmm.
and how I heard that noise, that crackling. And she looks down at the flower, sees the petals. And this is so stupid. Y'all are gonna be like, what are you doing? But I would like to hold out my free hand, and my fingernails turn blue, like icicles on the top of my fingers,
Mm-hmm.
and I summon an icicle,
Okay.
Ah, yes.
and I throw it at Thanatura. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife.
Okay. So, roll for the attack for that.
Okay. I use my big. It's gonna be a bang. Okay. Okay. What's my fucking shit? Where's my where is she? There she is. 17 plus 8, that is a 25 to hit.
Okay.
She's a god though.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up on a 25.
25.
Yeah.
Get your hopes up.
Let me make sure.
Nat 20 or nothing, baby.
I could have
Right.
maybe messed up. and
Level
not-
8! I didn't bless my dice, guys.
You must get a nat 20 or else.
Well, that's on me. Give me 30 seconds.
You ever be level 8 and you attack a god?
I've yelled at one.
Yeah.
Whoops. What?
You know.
You yelled at one?
Leah, yeah.
Yeah.
I get a little sassy.
No, you.
Technically, I think I attacked Florenia like earlier on when I was like level 6. So
Good on you,
How
mate.
did that go?
it worked.
Oh,
It was in
okay.
my dream though, and
Very
Oh,
nice.
I
wait.
kinda had
Still
Flossidus'
counts.
help,
Still counts.
but you know.
Who you don't know what's about to happen. And to be honest, this feels like a dream. Beep bop boop.
Because I needed that, and I don't have it.
We all make mistakes. It's okay.
It's all right.
You don't know how to
wow.
improvise. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Everybody
good.
makes mistakes.
Yeah, everybody has those days.
Everybody has those days.
My goodness.
Everybody
So,
knows
let me,
what?
let me forget. Zoom in on this.
I can't remember the next.
What I'm talking about.
Giant-
But it gets that way.
Yeah. Yes.
Disappointed. Why didn't you?
Sorry. I just,
So
dude,
you said 25?
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay.
But
hits my eardrums.
so you hit her with this ice knife,
Hmm.
and you see for a moment as she smirks, and she looks down at you, and goes, and the vision resets, and so you're back at the beginning of all of this.
Well,
How much damage did she do?
And honestly, just the information of a 25 hits makes me happy. Worth it.
Because it's not 30.
Plus you reset, so you had a
Yeah.
long rest.
But
yeah.
you know,
Press my long rest button.
Ah,
Even though I don't.
I don't think anything changed other than because it's a cantrip.
It was
Oh, you did a level spell?
yeah, because I didn't
Oh.
because we talked about I didn't know if I was allowed to switch out my cantrip. You never verified, so I didn't do that.
So you react. She smirks and she snaps her fingers and everything resets. How do you react to this?
I feel like this was her last idea that she had, and she thought that Flossidus was like encouraging her to try like take on her last form. And given that this has done really nothing, I feel like she starts to cry, but her tears start freezing on her cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Meanwhile, back with the other group.
God, it's like when Squidward's eyes are frozen, or his body's frozen, his tears freeze. No, Mr. Krabs.
So you are all walking through this like abyss. Essentially,
Mhm.
it seems like it just goes on forever. There's no end in sight. Nothing seems to change.
But Lukiel saw the thread.
But you only saw it for a brief moment.
But I
Verity's the one that can see
still saw it though,
consistently.
so
yeah.
I could still relay that to the
Yeah, you can tell them that.
yeah.
He's like, I will not waste this spell slot.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Because no one is aware that that's a thing that's happening. Hey guys, it was only for a blip, but I saw what Verity saw, and it's some sort of like weird, like silver gray thread
With a purple tint.
with a purplish kind of look to it, but we're like, she's like, the way that she's going is like towards that, like where it's leading to, but like we can't see it though.
It's to
Okay.
it's to Elliana. Wait.
Oh,
We all have this like.
I didn't know that was. Oh,
That's why
Where
I
else
work.
would she be taking us, Lucio?
I don't know.
I'm taking us to dinner.
Also,
what do you
does
want?
it lightly matter?
You
We're
said
in
you weren't
an
hungry.
abyss.
I don't appreciate all these questions.
Where'd you think we were going?
I'm just trying to let you
Football
know what
game?
I saw. Anyways, even on a different plane, we're still all the same. Wow.
Very-
Damn. Put that in the quotes channel.
Put that on garb.
That's crazy.
Shout out Speed.
So yeah, you guys are just walking in this endless abyss.
Can I feel like I'm getting closer?
In a sense, you don't feel like you've gotten a lot closer, but you feel like you're heading in the right direction.
You also constantly see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's consistently it's up right now,
Yeah.
but it's going off like very far into the distance. Now, amidst this walk, you feel another like hand kind of like grab around like the side of your wrist, like the back of your arm. Yeah.
You changed
Thank
it.
you.
I was like,
No, I liked what you were doing, so I was like, okay, that's
yeah. Thank you.
You
Thank
feel the hand like grab the back of your arm as you're walking. Now, what formation are all of you in, by the way? Like, if Verity's leading this group, like, kind of how are you staggered? Are you
A
guys
V like
in
birds.
A line?
I think Ira would probably just be like behind her to like one side.
Yeah.
Her bow is still out. She's
Yeah.
still ready to like
Mhm.
aim and fire, but she's right. She's pretty close behind.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Lukeel's to the right of that, but behind Verity. So it's like a V, like birds.
Yeah.
We're cool kids.
Yeah.
So when the arm grab happens, do you think it's any people of your own, or do you think it's something else? How would you react?
Verity still thinks it's the patron, so she like eye twitches a little bit and then just keeps going.
Mm-hmm. And now only you can see this. You see as you guys are walking in this direction, you see for a brief moment, it looks as if you ran across in front of you.
You say you or yoon?
You.
Like
Good question. Good.
a
Good.
fair
Solid question.
Y-O-U, to be
okay,
clear.
okay,
Y-O-U.
okay. So Verity
That's
ran
super
out.
confusing if it was the other.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that wouldn't make
no,
any
yeah.
sense.
So
No,
Verity,
it wouldn't, but at
Verity
the
ran
same
out in front
time-
of Verity. Is
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay.
And only Verity saw this.
Interesting.
You know, Verity would definitely like stop and like.
What? What's wrong?
And then we kind of like.
We all
Why
run
are we
into each
stopping?
other.
Why are we stopping? Why are we stopping?
Honestly, Dawn is probably just looking into the abyss, and I imagined it was a diamond, so Dawn
Yeah.
could end up hitting a couple guys.
Why are we stopping? What?
What's wrong?
I just saw myself run past us.
No. Nope.
Mm,
How do we get out? Is there a door? Does anybody see a framework? A knob, perhaps?
you're seeing everything that we're able to see. So if you don't see anything, we can't see anything. So
That is not true. You just told us Verity is seeing something else. Do you see a door
because I looked
of
into her
any-
mind.
or a knob?
Can I make a perception check?
Sure, you can make a perception check.
I'm gonna laugh if this is a nat 20. It's really high.
It's all right, get him out now.
I got a dirty 20.
I can't even. Oh my
What
gosh,
does a dirty
math.
20 perceive? I don't think I can see anything because it's just
23.
23 and a dirty 20.
yeah.
there's nothing.
Exactly. There's no
There's
like
nothing.
that we can always like
I was
let's
hoping that
let's
there would
keep
be
going,
like the
like,
lightest streak of like a light on a doorknob.
When you roll good, but there's just literally nothing. You're like, sorry,
yeah.
guys.
Well, I guess we should just keep going. So, Verity, you want to take the lead again?
Verity kind of takes a deep breath.
Okay,
and-
I will take the lead. I mean, hey, we can just keep going.
He like goes.
Can
off
I
in the
knock
wrong.
him out?
Does anybody else have charm? Anybody? Charm over there? No.
You hear, "What's wrong, Verity? Seeing things."
Gross, he used your name.
Fuck off.
What? I don't think that was called for. Why'd you just tell me to fuck off, Verity? Hello? That was literally out of
happens.
nowhere.
Verity-
When you're
like-
trying to take the lead and it's clearly Verity's job, Lukiel. Okay,
Oh my
I don't know.
gosh. Dawn, can it?
She's
I
got a
wasn't
lot
talking-
of fire in her.
You know, there's a lot of voices going on. And it's not just y'all's.
Okay, well, you don't have to tell me to fuck off.
I was.
I'm here for it, Verity. Do it again.
Communication is key.
And you hear
Patron's fucking with me.
it just echoes in your mind, just the laugh, just him laughing
Do it.
at this, like the chaos that's happening.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. I guess you have the voice or whatever that's talking. You told it to. Okay,
No.
that makes a lot more sense.
Dang it,
Uh,
I wish you had been talking to
we
him.
should keep going so Elliana doesn't freeze over. So
I would like to try something else in this moment.
Okay.
And she's going to kind of send it as a thought,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a thought way through that, like, tether.
Okay.
We're here, Elliana. The stars can't shine without the darkness light our path.
wait, we're already here.
She's saying it in her mind.
Make another Arcana check.
Would I notice this, or there be
Another
any visual-
19.
It's in her head.
Like she would have to focus. I would see her like focusing.
Do you also
Let her have the
tell
moment.
us out loud that she did that?
Not yet.
A lot of FOMO going on right now.
Mind
Right.
your beeswax.
Something.
I just have a thought. I don't think it's gonna work, but it will be tried later on.
Okay.
But Dawn does not come up with this thought by herself.
Mm.
So with a 19,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever like when you have like it's like kind of like a like tensile to rubber band or like hold a piece of string and you kind of like
Yes.
it kind of like vibrates. Essentially, the words you say kind of like it kind of like vibrates off, but it's like sounds loud, but it's like it goes off in the distance. And you hear again. Interesting sentiments. She must mean a lot to you. Be a shame if she succumbs to what's happening.
What's happening?
Or worse.
Verity's going to keep on, or she's going to start walking again.
Mm-hmm.
And internally to the patron, what do you want? What's your game?
I mean, you can't blame me for being a little defensive. I mean, you did try to get out of our pact before, and now you're here. How's one supposed to keep the trust? We'd spent so much time together. Felt like we had a different bond. But now I can't trust you.
Well, you got what you wanted in the end anyway, right? The bitch is dead.
Yes, but her soul was not mine. You were the one that did not claim it. So it vanished off into the ether. Wasted. As if I need other people to do the bidding that I hired you to do.
She just keeps walking.
Are we? I guess we're.
If you say, "Are we there?"
100%.
Yeah.
No, I was like, so we're going again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been walking again.
No, like Lukeil asked, like we're going again. I'm having a hard time coordinating the starting and stopping, going and stopping, and
Lukeil, for the most part, if you want to stay here, stay here. We're all following Verity every time she moves.
I tried to do.
well, yeah, I am too, but like,
Are you, though?
Dawn, inappropriate for right now. No,
So
of course I'm
so-
following Dawn, or of
so
course I'm
funny
following
to think
Verity. Fuck.
This like giant
Damn.
8-foot person is just like trying to mess with Lukeil the whole time.
Are their voices like echoing too?
Yeah, it's very echoey in this like space.
So it's like Dawn.
Yeah.
Inappropriate.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Verity?
To the group. Just as a reminder, this thing does attach itself to people with despair.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so just keep that in
That's
mind.
awesome. Let's keep going.
Because this thing's having a ball with you guys.
Mm.
It likes to play ball.
Yes, and we're the ball.
Do you hear that, Stella? We can play a little game later. You and me.
You just see her like
I would feel like she's
her
stressed.
like ears like back like her.
And like her tail's like down.
Yeah,
like I would
it's
assume
very,
she
like,
would be like stressed.
Kind of like looking around like very
Yeah.
timidly as she's like walking with you.
Mm-hmm. Does she stay with like me or
Kind of
Jack?
stays by your side,
Maybe?
yeah, like next to your leg.
I'm willing to die for her, so just know that.
I did try sending a message down the line, I guess you could say. And like it looked like it was going.
Can you ask your patron how we get there, or like, can he just bamf us there? They? I don't know.
Oh,
Verity kind of like
don't love that. But
Yeah,
also,
Verity just like things like Barry.
Well, we don't know
This
how
feels
much
like
time Elliana has.
Verity kind of like it looks like she's thinking, and Verity's going to say in her mind. An odd question in this moment, but seems very valid. What are your pronouns?
I assumed, but I should not have assumed.
Dang.
It.
This is
I
out
don't-
loud.
I don't necessarily. I
Prescribe.
don't think
He's like, it's
knows how
just
to answer
God.
that at this point. Like,
Like,
it's very much probably like a they/them scenario. I
I
would
actually
think.
don't believe in pronouns. He's like, nothing at all.
Like, yeah, nothing.
Refer to
Like,
me by my first name only.
yeah, that's what I would think, honestly. If I was him, yeah, I would, yeah.
okay.
Valid question.
Does that
I
mean
mean-
that if he says refer to me as my first name only, does that mean that Verity can say patron's name now, at least in this space?
She's not going to attempt that.
I think we're going for a weird loophole that I don't
No.
think is there.
Can
I mean, is there a...
can they bamf us?
They're still a little upset with me about the whole bevel thing. I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay.
You don't take 100% of the shots you don't take. What's the saying? Somebody intervene.
You don't make 100. Yeah, that one.
Verity turns around at that comment, is like, would you like me to ask? Is it unanimous?
Guys, what are we doing?
Don puts her,
What are we doing?
Didn't even
We are like subverting into some sort of weird something that is not. We got to keep going.
I'm here. I'm here
We're
for
still
the vamp
walking.
Yeah, we're still walking.
Yeah.
Vamp theme. Vamp theme.
Bamf.
Bamf.
That's what Dawn
What-
would like to do.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna rap.
Just beatbox.
We're gonna beatbox our way to Elliana.
No.
I
Yo.
bet that would sound ridiculous with the reverb in the space.
I would think so too.
This was reminiscent of tell. Stella. Stella. Da. I.
So good.
At this point, Verity's like walking backwards and looking at them still, though. It's like,
Mhm.
like, do you want me to ask? I can't promise anything good's gonna come
I
out
think
of
regardless, we need to keep moving.
Yes.
it. I mean, we are
I
still
second the
moving. I'm
motion.
giving like a tour of the place at
I'd
this
rather
point.
not die.
What? There's nothing to tour. It's black.
Can't
and
really
To your
it's
left, you'll see darkness, and to your right,
Right,
you'll
you'll
see a
also
little
s-
bit more darkness,
And
and
get
straight
this.
ahead, you will see the abyss.
And to your right, you'll see the backside of nothing.
Regardless, we need to keep moving because if you say it's a bad idea, then it's a bad idea, and that's fine. But we need to be alive to get to Elliana. We're no good to her dead.
I can try and send another message down the line.
I mean, do we even know if she received the first one?
No.
Dawn. Wait, what did you do? What did you say?
I told her that
To
we
who?
were here and that for her to light our way.
I don't have anything special. It's just I want to try and convey an idea to plants.
There's no plants around you.
No.
There's gotta be there's a plant in general in the space.
You don't know that.
She's not classified as a plant.
I
She's
would
classified-
assume that she's
she's classified as a creature.
Mm.
Arguably, it be humanoid, so it doesn't necessarily. I see where you're going because she's made of like nature and components of nature, but
I really only have
it does not. Unfortunately,
Aren't we all made out of nature? Components of nature?
Aren't we all made of
Thank you.
organic materials?
But no, it does not. That's not
Stars.
something that can actually.
Dawn does not have a lot. So thanks for taking one of her two options away.
I'm
I'm
look,
sorry,
it's
one
a
of
good
three.
idea, but unfortunately, it would not reach the intended recipient. So, do you turn around and keep leading them?
Yes.
Should we
And
run?
as you turn around
Oh, fuck.
and face forward, this like version of you just like comes running at you
Oh, that's fun. That's great.
before you like react, and like as you open your eyes, like kind of like brace yourself as if like somebody jump scares you.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
She's she's the only one that sees it?
Yeah, Verity, yeah, she definitely, like, jumps back a little bit.
You good?
Just keep seeing myself, apparently.
Look, it's just like, dude, what is going on? What are we doing?
We're following the purple line.
Yeah, but you're like freaking out and having like some sort of weird, crazy, freaking craziness going on.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not all having weird freaking craziness going on. We're in an abyss!
Yeah, but like Verity's like seeing stuff and having weird reactions, and I don't know what's going on. You're kind of freaking me out.
We should run.
Honestly, I'm fine with that.
Like straight, like where we're going, but brisk
So do you all
jog,
just
anybody?
all start breaking out into a run?
Do my wings work? Can I fly?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You could fly up.
Into what?
Why
Could
would
have flown up 45 minutes ago and told us if you saw anything. And you just didn't.
In his defense, he's still getting used to them.
What?
Go, fly.
What do you expect me to see?
We won't know until you try.
I guess so. And he flies straight up.
Give me a perception check.
It's like a green
Could I-
sass.
Guide him before he took off? Because I want him to see more stuff.
I want to guide you.
Or just a better chance of.
We're just gonna hit this like the Staples easy button, aren't we?
It's a D4.
Yeah, it's literally. It's one of these.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah,
that-
go ahead.
That's
You-
the
she can
discretion
guide
of
you,
GM
yeah.
here,
She can guide
Do it.
you, yeah.
That was a journey.
Oh, you said perception?
Yep.
Hold on. Honey, I don't think you can add the
okay.
4.
You can't add the 4 with that, honey.
But
You
I got a
can't.
4 with the D4.
That was a
It's
natural one.
natural one.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a freaking.
All you go up, and as you go up into the air, you see nothing in the distance, like kind of around you. You also don't see where the ground is. So you are now essentially what it feels like.
I'm like stuck.
Floating in this like black like
Ugh,
space.
Don't like that. Okay, well.
Do you say anything? Like say anything to us?
I just like mutter under my breath. I'm like, oh my god. Come on. Really?
What do you see?
Nothing.
So
You gonna come back down?
hold on.
We're all.
Careful. He's 40 feet away, first of all. So you guys are gonna need to make some perception checks to see if you hear each other from that far away.
So I roll
It's
better than
not
a
that far.
freaking 1.
It's still.
Like the length of our driveway.
I mean,
I don't think. I think 40 feet's longer than our driveway.
it's a 12.
12.
I don't feel like I would hear her from that high up. You're really like faint.
12.
12. Lots of 12s.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
18.
18. Yeah. So you're generally, it's very, very, very quiet. But again, in this expanse, it's not hard to hear stuff. through.
Probably like muddied because of the reverb.
It's very muddled. Yeah. Like the reverb kind of makes it hard. But yeah. You hear and you can respond.
Gonna come down?
So from this distance, also, you can see him,
Mhm.
but he cannot see the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Why she asks. You
Yeah.
gonna come down?
But you can't see what direction this is. Like, you see it's like coming from below you, but you hear this voice coming from below you, but you're not certain as to like how far away.
So just with feel, I like slowly start to like kind of float downward in a direction that I think is down.
Okay.
So
Just keep going until you feel something.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy, I'm gonna use a different damn dice. This dice is sucking. It gave me one nat 20, and then it gave me a freaking 1. You said what? Perception?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Oh, that's a 14.
14. So after a minute, like you're falling down, and then you essentially like you don't take really like any fall damage because you're floating like kind of slowly down.
Yep.
But you do kind of like your feet kind of come out from under you. It's almost like as if you like miss the last step
Yeah.
of the stairs, but you don't like fall. You just
Yeah.
kind of like stumble for a
Look,
second. and
he's
you kind of,
like, ah!
you kind of land on your
Okay, well, I guess that's where. Okay, guess that's where the ground is. Ground. It does air quotes. Ground is whatever the hell this is. Wherever we are.
Did he land near us?
Yeah, he landed right next to you guys and
Okay.
stuff. He just lost his footing really fast.
Oh yeah.
Did you see anything?
No.
Cool. Well,
It kind of felt like a big waste of time.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
Because he said it's kind of like reverberates. Can I touch this thing? Can I touch this? Because Verity just wants to.
You can try with an Arcana check.
Yeah.
The string?
Verity,
Like the
that's
tether.
The
Yeah.
tether. Because Verity wants to like hold it and just yank it towards her.
Oh.
Okay.
Use it kind of like a slingshot.
You can certainly try.
Oh please! I would love for this to be a natural 20. What
If you
was it
pull
again?
Like
Arcana.
if you pull it hard enough, then it will just like pull you forward.
13.
13. You attempt to like pull on it. You can't, like your hand kind of goes through it. You can't touch it.
Quack.
Well, I can't bungee us there by holding it.
I thought she was gonna try to pull it to us.
Mm.
Or pull us towards it. Yeah.
So we've basically just been wasting a bunch of time.
We've been walking.
walking.
Well, I flew up trying to see something because you were like, you could have flown up way before and saw something.
Yeah, so you guys stopped briefly and then you continue to walk. Yeah.
Briefly.
Meanwhile,
Hey.
you again are going through this like a memory, and you hear like super faint. It's like almost like a whisper in the wind as like the breeze goes by. You hear what Verity said about lighting the way.
Ooh.
But you hear a familiar voice for the first time in what feels like months.
She'd heard a couple of Lukiel's messages.
Right. But there's been some like time in between.
I feel like she starts kind of like, as me, Ali G does, starts like kind of crying a little bit, like out of like relief, like I'm hearing just like any like sort of like from anyone, because I'm pretty sure you said that like you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what do I have that? I mean, that's.
Do you have anything that can convey thoughts to furbolgs?
Just specifically furbolgs.
Yeah.
Only for
New homebrew spell.
Speak to furbolgs.
Not
Just
speak,
a bunch of furbolgs out there being like, what the fuck is that?
detect
This
furbolgs.
is
Open air transmission.
perfect.
Okay.
I am going to. Where am I, like, right now, I guess?
So you're in your house
Huh.
for the beginning of this whole like thing. You had been crying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The free action of crying.
I don't know why you said that, seeming so like pathetic. Like you were like,
You were
yeah, you're
crying
in
in
the
your house."
corner, you're crying.
You're in your house. You're crying. Nobody knows what's happening.
Oh, you know.
Same old, same old.
Nothing new.
If a tree falls in a forest and no one
fucking
hears
mood.
it, does it really fall?
I'm going to, I guess, just like close my eyes and grasp my hands together. And I'm going to start emitting a light from my body, like almost like a halo effect around my body. I'm going to cast Fount of Moonlight. A cool light wreathes your body for the duration, emitting bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. Until the spell ends, you have resistance to radiant damage, and your melee attacks deal an extra 2d6 radiant damage on a hit. Also, if I take damage from a creature, I can use my reaction to force them to make a Constitution saving throw, and they have the blinded condition until the end of your next turn.
What are you?
I'm a Circle of Stars druid.
Yeah, damn.
Okay. So you start like just glowing very brightly, and this goes on for what, like a minute? You said, or 20 minutes?
Up to 10 minutes.
Up to 10 minutes. Okay.
10
So
minutes.
Okay.
She's like, I'm just a giant ball of light.
It's a long time.
4th level spell.
Okay.
Hope that spell slot was worth it.
Oh, well.
Hopefully you'll just
It's
reset
for
if it doesn't.
the roleplay drama.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So you start emitting this light, and the memory fast forwards. You're once again out in the street with Thanatura looking down upon your mothers, as the rest of you, after walking for some more time, begin to see a faint, small, and this is like, and I mean like, pin needle sized prick of light
Like a star.
in the distance.
Guys,
That's Elliana.
We're
Dawn
going. Are we
takes
going?
off running.
Okay, so you guys take off running.
Yep, yours with her.
Okay,
Does Luke
Running.
Heel get left behind?
Running,
so
running.
you're all running.
No.
I need all of you to make a perception check, please.
Can I use the roll I just did?
No,
Because I was
didn't
rolling.
know
I
what
was
you were
rolling for
for,
perception anyways.
but I didn't tell you to roll.
16.
Man, let's hope it's a damn nat 20 because I rolled a 17.
You said 16.
Fuck. It's a
28.
1.
It's a 1.
It's a freaking 1.
28.
28.
God, I don't see shit.
So I got 21, 28, 11,
And
16,
one.
and a 1. So
Yeah.
anybody below a 20,
Jesus.
as you all are running forward, you immediately hit right into what feels like a wall.
Ow!
Valid.
And this pinprick sized light is essentially like right in front of your face.
Very start like, is there a door here?
No.
Is there a fucking door here?
Anybody see a knob?
And Elliana's perspective, again, now in your autumn form, you, as it gets close to the end of this like 10 minutes, you see Thanatura kind of like speed up the memory. So like your sister comes in, takes the two through the door, and they vanish. And then she says, "Why not bring the guests to the party?" And she flicks her wrist like this, and you see around you, like essentially all of what looks like the horizon, the sky, everything. It like shatters like glass, and so that like even the ground below you is like almost severed into
wow.
this like where the grass meets this like blacky abyss, and around you you see this like where your friends are running in. You see this. There's two large, like pink, like purple illuminated like stones, and then as you turn back to where Thanatura is, you see a large cage with Flossidus inside, and these two large, like almost like crystalline purple pillars, kind of reaching up into the skies, and you all, for the first time, as this like shatters almost kind of right in front of you as well. It's almost like this like black like glass like falling. You see Elliana in the distance.
So what happened to Jackson Era who rolled over a 20?
You were able to not run into the wall.
So
You
so
s-
we're
as you
ahead
s-
of everyone
You
now.
were behind everybody else. So essentially those were in front of you, and you saw them all smack their faces essentially on the wall, and you stopped before that happened to
They
you.
perceived the wall and
You
didn't run into
perceived.
it.
Good job.
How far away does it seem like Elliana is?
She's at least, I want to say like 50 to 80 feet away.
Dang.
Okay, well, Ira's going to get a jump on it, and she's going to have her once per long rest use of Misty Step to get her 30 feet closer.
Okay.
Donna's feet.
So
And
without you,
banging
I won't
on the
let you
wall.
waste the spell slot on your.
It's not a spell slot. It's a once daily use.
Right, I don't want you to waste the charge.
Oh, well.
You are unable to move.
Oh.
You all try to move forward but cannot.
Can I hit the wall? Dang.
There's no wall. You just can't move. Your feet are like stuck to the
It
ground.
was shattered.
So you're now seeing this like, you see almost like this like portion of like this like grass and trees and village, but like it's met with this abyss that you guys are all in. All of the background horizon has still now gone to this like blacky abyss. And does anybody else try to move forward?
Can I dimension door?
You can. I'm not going to make you try to use the spell slot. It does nothing. You sense that move. So now Ira and Lukia both have tried to move, and you sense that movement is hard. Like it's almost
Yeah.
impossible to move forward.
She tries to walk.
Yeah.
Nothing
Like,
happens.
just,
Your
like,
foot's
she-
like stuck to the ground.
Tries to
almost.
use his wings.
Dawn definitely tries to move.
Same thing happens to you.
What about my
Why'd you ask?
wings?
Jax tries to. Does Verity try to move?
Verity tries to see if there's still like
There's nothing in front of you.
cool.
Shattered.
I would like to cast Firebolt at Floridia.
Nice.
Okay.
Maybe depending on how far is she 120 feet away?
At Florenia or Thanatora?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Thanatora, sorry.
Okay.
They're the
Damn.
same person.
Oh, yeah.
And you hear
But one's good and one's speed.
Flossidus.
not so
Oh.
fast. And something reaches out and grabs your wrist. And as you look over, you see a black, shadowy version of yourself.
Boo.
Daggers out.
Can I move my feet?
No.
Party pooper.
So, and at this moment, make sure the space is clear, folks.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh,
You're probably
it's
gonna need to scoot.
it's it's been a minute. It's been a while.
Y'all, I'm fighting my inner demons.
So am I.
Your shadow self.
And we can't move.
Yummy.
And y'all can't see them.
And we can't move.
Yeah, just to make clear.
Oh my god.
Oh! Look at this!
Oh wow.
Oh my god, they're huge.
They are ginormous. Holy
I knew it when he was like, there's
sheesh.
these purpley columns. I was like, the ones he got for Christmas?
The ones that Sarah got for Christmas.
I was like, I know what that is. Ew!
Look how small we are.
We're so
Look at
little.
'em.
No,
Jeez.
they're very large. I
Oh my
don't like
goodness.
this. I'm 8 feet tall.
They're
There's-
gods.
There's Flossidus, the good one,
Mhm.
and then Florenia / Thanatora is the same
The good witch.
kind of.
Why am
I know
so
it's
far
confusing. They both
away?
have F names.
So,
yeah, they do.
in this moment, I'm going to need all of you to roll for initiative.
Hey, it's been a while. I'm not going to use the dice that gave me a nat 1 twice.
18.
Let me get
Oh.
my
Bring back a
initiative
very
tracker.
old tradition.
It's okay.
Spinning.
It's okay.
+4 on initiative, so I
guess
got
I
a
still have my font of moonlight because it lasts 10 minutes.
You're a glowing star, baby. You are a
was
star.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you said it was ending. You didn't say it ended. I still have like a minute
Yeah.
left.
You had less than
Okay, how many seconds?
6.
Okay, I have one round of font of moonlight.
You have one light that's not on, and I don't know if you.
It's okay.
First time using it. You have one column light that's not
It's on the top. Yeah, it's the top. There you
There
go.
it is.
Wow.
I was like, first time using it. I don't want you to not have a light on.
I did not get very good
That's
at
impressive.
initiative, so.
It's cocked.
That's impressive.
Wow, yeah, this is ginormous. Huge.
Okay. So,
Very tall.
everybody is going to roll for initiative.
I don't even
I
want to see
forget. It's Dex that's the initiative?
We already have.
Okay.
Is it Dex?
If you built a block for her, like on the sheet, then it
Yeah.
should
It's for-
add it automatically.
'Cause it
Not for
says
us.
have
Not,
the
not for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got
He,
yeah.
he has stat blocks he built
Yes.
I have
for
step blocks.
not.
Yes.
I don't even want to know their stat
Uh,
sheets or
so-
like their HP because like they're
For
freaking
annual
huge.
Gabe visit, folks.
Gabe. My boy.
He hates us all, but it's
Yeah.
He
okay.
loves me.
Yeah.
I'm mom.
Yeah.
Let me
My
roll
boy.
for Jax before I start going around.
Make a note to post about Gabe.
Did you painted the tall dudes? You painted those?
Some of those are pre-painted,
Hey,
thankfully enough.
that's nice.
I'm right at her feet, guys.
And we're looking right at them. It's great.
All right. And
The souls like surrounding her are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. He's holding a skull. Cool as hell.
okay. So we will go 25 to 20.
It would be me.
What'd you get?
I'm a little. I don't want to be the first.
What did you roll?
Well,
What'd you roll?
I wrote a 25. I don't want to do it. I can hold.
All right. So is there anybody between 25 and 20?
No, definitely not.
Guys,
All right.
we're
So it
in
goes
trouble.
Dawn, then Thanatura.
Nice.
I hate that.
Just hit her with your ass.
So
No.
19 to 15.
Yeah.
Verity, what'd you
Not
get?
me. Not me.
18.
Verity got 18. All right. So then it goes Verity, then Jax, and then the shadow of Verity.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's oh my god.
Yeah.
I
black.
just noticed.
It's the exact same
Black.
mini, but in black.
I did not see see that. I was like, who is that?
Womp womp.
Did you just like dip it in like the black paint? Like
I painted it all
and then-
black. All right, so 14 to 10.
12.
Yes, I got 14
Deal with the 14.
with the 14.
Hit him with the 14.
Would you get like a 2?
Era with the 12.
Oh,
Oh, and hey, make sure you
Yeah.
roll for initiative for Stella also.
Oh, my baby.
I forgot.
Oh, no.
She rolled much better than me. Let me.
I guess I don't know if there's any way to roll worse than you.
Okay.
Have
Yeah, she's so much bigger than everyone.
have that ready.
What was Stella's initiative?
Stella got a 21.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, I need-
21.
21.
21.
All right.
If I decide to use this, will I need to roll for it later? for
You will
initiative?
later, yeah.
Ooh, I see what you have. Yes.
Okay, so Lukiel with the 14,
With the
Ira with
14.
the 12.
With the 14.
And then, so that leaves
Say the next one. Say the next block. Say it.
10 to 5.
Anyone?
Yikes.
I mean, it's reflective of her mental state.
5
Anyone?
to 5 to 1.
I got 3. Rolled a natural 1 on my initiative. I'm just so scared right now.
She's
I've
so
been
scared.
through it.
You
I've
shine
been
bright
going
like a
through
diamond,
it.
Yeah,
honey.
you shouldn't have to be first.
I've been going through it.
I'm so scared.
So skilled. I'm widowy, so skilled. Widowy.
Okay.
Widowy.
So
So,
skilled.
just the way that this is going to work a little bit. Verity, whatever you do not hit refresh on your character
Don't
sheet.
fucking do it. Oh.
Just because I'm using your character sheet as well, so if you mark off HP, it's going to mark it off for me. But if I don't do refresh, any of the changes that you and I both make on the same sheet will not reflect until
I don't
later.
know if that's true.
Is there
It
a way to
is.
duplicate
I
the
think
sheet?
It
Nope.
refreshes every time that you hit damage.
If I were to lower your health right now,
Mm-hmm.
say I'm taking 13 points of damage. Did anything happen just now?
And shift your.
No.
Don't hit refresh, but just
Try hitting
look
like
around.
a different tab and stuff.
Yeah.
Go to a different spell slot and things like that. Because we've done this before,
Okay.
and it doesn't change anything. As long as you don't hit refresh,
Yeah, no.
nothing will change.
Okay.
Other than what you changes you make on the
I mean,
sheet.
would you? I can duplicate my character sheet if you want.
We don't have time for that
You
right
could
now.
always take a
Okay.
screenshot.
It'll be fine.
Screen cap.
Like I said, it'll essentially it'll both work whatever it needs to for us, as long as you don't refresh the web page.
Don't
not
do
refresh.
it.
Okay. So that being said, Dawn. So let me go through some things first
Yes.
before, because this is going to take. You see, Thanatora looks at all of you and says, "Welcome to the party," and you, Verity, hear from this. Didn't think that I was going to let you go through this easy, did you? I led you here, but at a price. And he like holds the dagger up to you. And you are all, let's see. I think you are all within 100 feet. So you feel this like aura all around you of this like almost like despair and decay. Any creature within 100 foot sphere of influence cannot regain hit points.
Oh.
What? What? Say that one more time.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry.
Her aura of death is now like it's like this like purple wave that's like washing over everything around you.
Well,
How
I'm
long
gonna
does it
start
last?
prepping my new character.
Nah. Wait. Wait.
That takes a lot of
What's the
responsibility
radius?
off of me, though, so I'm glad for it.
What?
I'm here for it.
What's the radius?
You don't have to heal
100 feet.
anyone.
100 feet.
I don't have to heal anyone, guys.
It's only 75.
How do we
from her
get
right now.
away?
Are we cognizant of this?
How do we get away?
You right now you're not as characters you're not cognizant of this.
Right. Okay.
I just countered it.
Because I feel like at some point I'm going to impulsively, like, Elliana would try to heal.
Yeah. You don't feel it right now. You feel this just like this sense of dread that is like sweeping over all of you at this point.
I feel like they're pretty consistent with how we feel anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're looking now face forward, and you're seeing these like this person, this cloaked individual, towering above you all, as well as there is a like starry-bodied like other god that is now encased in this like in the purple bars essentially are like this like purple energy, like there's these bars like holding her in place. And you Elliana, you finally hear, please get me out of here.
Wow.
Says
Dawn,
somebody who rolled a nat 1 for her initiative.
Just hold on a little bit. I
Dawn,
got
it is your turn to go through this.
Dang. First person
It's like, just hold on a
in
minute.
combat.
It's gonna take me a bit.
Let's go. No pressure. No pressure.
Okay.
Yeah. Just think about it. Think real hard. Real hard about it.
Should look at Stella's stuff.
Don't think too hard.
I think I'm nervous and I'm gonna pee my pants.
Oh
honestly.
yeah? Yeah, don't think too hard. But think
I'm trying to think.
yeah.
Asking for future. All right, Dawn.
Lukeel's like,
She's
God, glad
cooking.
we finally made it. God.
Okay.
I am so nervous. Like I could actually vomit right now. 5, 10, 15. Are we doing diagonal?
Yeah, you can go 5 diagonally.
Oh, we don't know what they're resistant to.
Okay. First
You're
things
right.
first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Get into character because I am literally like throw up nervous. They're very large if you can't see them. Us miniatures are about an inch. The other gods are about 5 inches to 6 inches.
5 to 6.
Bigger
yeah.
than a hand.
They can see it. There's a this camera is
Well,
Yeah,
they're
but
in the
if
audio
you're
ones,
listening and you're
but-
not watching, I just want to.
about
portray.
about average size, you know.
Okay,
all right.
first one. Love it. Love it for me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Dawn is about to grab
I guess this would be a good point to tell you that we are going to be coming right back after our break. My name is Justin Fussell. I am the game master for Off the Beaten Quest. Outside of being the game master, I do a lot of writing, world building, filmmaking. Me and my wife, we run Imagistorm Productions together. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun just incorporating a lot of the world building and writing that I do into this, building this campaign overall. It's been really interesting to kind of take the filmmaking background and kind of apply it to being a game master, because essentially a lot of like the players are the actors and you're setting scenes and you kind of just let them freeform in the space versus just any like preconceived dialogue. So it's a lot of fun just to kind of see, you put the situations in their hands and just kind of see what they come up with. I enjoy playing D&D with this group because they're like my found family. It's been, I love everybody that sits at this table. It's been a lot of fun to just be able to kind of build this world with them together. A lot of the way I incorporate this with a lot of the players and the story and stuff has been a lot of collaboration, seeing how their stories intertwine with what I have planned and vice versa. It's going to be a very interesting to see how the people receive everybody. Everybody's got its own different flair, and the way that this team is made up of very colorful characters, I think everybody's going to love them. They're going to find something to laugh with and have fun with, and it's going to be really good. In the campaign, I play a lot of the different NPCs, of course, but the main one that I play is Jax. He's a fighter monk druid, and he came from a tribe of changelings that existed in the Fey realm and kind of had some backstories with different things and different interconnected characters. He's become a love interest and boyfriend of Ira's character. And if you want to know more about Jax's backstory and kind of how it's interconnected with the whole story, you can always check out the prologue. I chose to do a homebrew setting versus an existing campaign just because it was something where I could kind of really just expand and create a universe. I wanted to have something that I can build upon. I honestly like to be able to throw twists and stuff at the players. I think that's the biggest thing I think is really fun. There's a lot of ideas of what's going to happen, where things are going to go. Just as much as they can improv in a setting, I can do the same, and it kind of allows for a lot of really good back and forth. Definitely, if you've checked the prologue, there are some things that happen in episode 62 that is a little bit of an Easter egg that even the players haven't figured out yet, which has been really nice. But it's going to come back around eventually, and it's going to be a really big aha moment. But I think that's one of the biggest things to look out for. It'll be a very blink and you'll miss it kind of moment. But other than that, just being really on the lookout for a lot of just the backstory and the things that how this is going to be building up to as we get into the next arc of the campaign. So they can find us on any of the major podcasting platforms, as well as our social medias and Twitch and our YouTube.
My name is Allie Goodell, and I am part of the filmmaking team on this podcast. I record all of the video for the intro, for us playing, things like that. I went to college for film, and I'm actually very interested in getting to do more with that. So this is a really good experience for me to start experimenting with my film cameras and all the equipment that I have. I feel like at first, when I started with this project, there was a lot of push and pull because I, as a person, like to hover and be involved with everything. So trying to work as a team has been very much a learning experience and learning when to step back and put myself in. So it's been interesting figuring out the dynamic, but I'm having a really good time, and learning how to do this all for the first time, really putting together a podcast, has been fun and interesting. I really like playing D&D with this group because it's not just playing D&D. I feel like I'm part of a big family. Every time that we play, we have a dinner together and we kind of just hang out a little bit, and we have a little break session and we get little desserts, and it's just like, you know, hanging out with mom and dad and the siblings. Allie F and Justin F are kind of the mom and dad of the group, and I love them so much, and I have a great time with everyone. It just really feels like a family here. I feel like this campaign has very great homebrew essences. I feel like they would love Bountifolia especially. That's one of the most interesting islands we've been to so far. I feel like there's a lot of life to this campaign and the world building, and I think people are going to be very interested in what kinds of different places and NPCs that Justin creates for the campaign. You can find us at Off the Beaten Quest on all podcast platforms, as well as Twitch and YouTube, and you can also find us on our social medias.
Hi, I'm Allie Fussell. I am doing all of the marketing, project management, keeping everyone on track to get Off the Beaten Quest out into the world. For me, I got to work again with my amazing husband on this project. He is the world builder in this incredible world, so being able to work closely with him to bring his vision out to the world, in addition to being able to collaborate with our friends, it's been such a fun project for me, and also being able to flex all of my skills that I have from my day job in this as well, to push this project out has been a lot of fun. Honestly, one of the things that is the most fun about it is hosting everyone every week. We do play in our home, and one of my favorite things is being able to make dinner and also bake something from scratch for our players every week, and just having that time with them before and during our breaks, during sessions as well. And also, these people are friends. They are my closest friends. So being able to have this experience with them, not only just playing the game, but also being able to share it with the world, has been absolutely amazing. I think the audience is going to really enjoy the campaign. It has all of the classic elements of a D&D campaign with our own spin, with our diverse cast of characters. You can find us on all major podcast streaming platforms, in addition to YouTube and Twitch, and all social media, which is linked in the caption right down here.
Hi, my name is Nina Neubauer, and my role with the podcast is to be the personality hire. I am here to be that person, just to be the most and the loudest and the craziest, and I think everyone's okay with it. No one's told me to be quiet yet, so I think it's going well. Outside of being a player, I am currently an assistant manager at a clothing retail store, but in the past and hopefully again in the future, I have spent a lot of time working for Disney. I've done it in the US and I've also done it overseas in Japan and China, which has been the most wonderful experience anyone could ever ask for. So fingers crossed I get to continue to do that, and I want to continue to perform in some capacity. It's just finding out what that looks like in the future. What I enjoy most about playing with this group is how serendipitous it was, because I actually came back to live in the US after living in Japan for a little while, and I unpacked my D&D dice, and I got really emotional that my last campaign had ended, and I was really sad. And so I literally hopped on Facebook and made a post that was like, I'm a fairly new player, I'm really looking for another campaign to join, blah, blah, blah. And I got connected with these guys, with Justin and Allie first, and then it turns out that everyone's wonderful. They're so hospitable. Allie makes dinner all the time, and she always makes a treat. Justin builds this entire homebrewed campaign on his own, so there's a lot of work that's done in the campaign, and you can see it, and it just feels like a wonderful community and family that we get to come together every single week. That, I mean, completely found out of the blue. It feels like it's supposed to be. We all bring something different to the table, which makes for such a good group. And so everybody will have something or someone to relate to. And not only that, but honestly, one of the things that I love about playing D&D is inside jokes. When I do explain D&D to people, I basically am like, it's an improv game of fantasy where we just do a bunch of inside jokes all the time. And that's something I think the listeners will enjoy, is being a part of all of those inside jokes together. You can find Off the Beaten Quest on all major podcasting platforms, including YouTube, including Twitch, and don't forget to follow us on social media.
Hello, my name is Noah Dockery. I am in charge of all of the audio things that you hear in our podcast for Off the Beaten Quest, as far as the processing, mixing, and mastering of all the audio. Outside of being a player, I am a musician. I am a singer-songwriter here in Nashville. I am, working on my own music in my spare time, as well as, networking with other musicians, as well as networking with other enjoyers and consumers of D&D content. This is my first ever dedicated audio project, as far as, something that's outside of music. It's my first time involving myself with sort of this like podcast format, if you will. It's a little bit different. Some of that stuff that I've learned with editing and recording music is very much applicable to this scenario, but some stuff is a little bit, or has been a little bit unexpected, but not anything that I haven't been able to tackle. So all in all, it's been a lot of fun to kind of engage myself with something new. And it just kind of helps me to further my horizons, and knowing that, I can expand beyond just one sort of medium of content creation. So for me, what I enjoy most about playing D&D with this group, honestly, is that this is my first ever D&D group that I have been a part of, and it is my first time experiencing what it is like to be a part of a campaign ever. So this is all pretty much brand new to me. It is all, things that I've not really been exposed to before. I think that everyone that is involved, as far as all of our party members and all the characters and NPCs and the whole story just in general, is pretty captivating and pretty engaging. It is very unique, but it is also uniquely cohesive as well. So you can find us at Off the Beaten Quest on our YouTube channel, as well as our Twitch channel. You can find the podcast on all major podcasting platforms, and you can find our socials at the links provided in the caption below.
Hello, my name is Sarah Matlack. I'm kind of a flex role, and so I kind of jump from task to task. Just wherever people need me, I'm there. It's been a lot of fun getting to work with everyone from various different backgrounds and personalities too.
getting to come together and create something magical, I feel like is rare nowadays, especially with this much inspiration that just comes from each other, and we get to kind of almost feed off of each other and kind of help each other out in that way, which is a lot of fun. I love the bits and how they keep circling back with basically every session. There's a couple that Lukiel and Dawn do throughout the sessions, and the bits, just the absolute laughter that comes with this group is what keeps me coming back. I think they're gonna have an absolute blast. Again, going back to the bits and the total chaos that comes from this group, it honestly surprises me every time, which is hard to do. You can find us on all major podcasting platforms, including our Twitch, YouTube, and other social medias.
All right, and we're back. Welcome back to Off the Beaten Quest. If you're just tuning in with us right now, these guys are in a fight for their life against some gods. So, without further ado, Dawn, you are at the top of the round for initiative. It is your go.
Oh my gosh, we're just going to go right into it. Okay. First one. Here Dawn goes. Shoot a monkey. Okay. Hold on, let me visualize it as well. Okay. Yeah, everybody appears. That's fucking crazy. So scary. Dawn in the past grew up in a village where she basically, the center of her village was this enormous tree. So there's like a level of, she's seen big stuff before. Granted, it was a tree. This has a face. C'est la vie. So she's pretty scared. And what she's going to do, I'm so scared.
Excuse me? Are you a cat?
What she's going to do is she's going to take her great axe. She's going to beat her chest once, just like across with her fist. And then she's going to slap herself in the face. And then she's going to beat her chest 2 more times, and she's going to rage.
Okay. You are raging.
Okay. And what happens when she rages is I have wild magic, and so I'm going to roll to see what ability I get.
Okay.
2 pyramids asses together, right?
Mm-hmm. Ass to ass.
Okay, I got 8, which is... Oh, man. Well, I guess... Okay, sure. Why not? I don't know. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Okay, I take it back. I do like this one. Another creature of your choice that can be seen within 30 feet of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take a 1/6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. Blinded till the start of your next turn.
So
He's not within 30 feet of you.
Did I ask that? No.
I'm just letting you know.
So you're gonna blind the party,
Yeah, it's gonna be one of us.
It's going to be one of them.
or are
Does
you
it
gonna
have-
move?
Well, it's a creature that you choose,
No,
so it doesn't have to be
another
one of them.
creature of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Did you guys know? I'm realizing how
Yo.
awesome this is. Y'all all need to get on the same
Oh.
page.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going with
She's
it.
45 feet away from you.
Can she move 15 feet?
Can
to
I
get in
finish my
range?
turn first, please? I'm already nervous enough, guys. I don't need all the questioning about this. Take 1d6 radiant damage and then be blinded until your next turn. I'm just thinking about how awesome that is for you, Justin. Until your rage ends, you can see this effect again on each turn as a bonus action. So, after I'm done shitting my pants, what Dawn is going to do... Oh, my God, I'm going to vomit.
Do it.
You got this.
Deedly dum. Dawn...
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah?
no.
she runs 40 feet, which puts her
5 feet away
5.
from Thanatura.
Oh my god.
5, 10, 15,
5.
20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh,
So essentially right up on it. Yeah,
oh, no. Oh, no.
Which puts me.
Hey.
This is why I didn't want to go first, guys, because I have to
Why
throw
are
the
you
first.
charging at...
Because I have to throw the first punch.
So, for the record, are you going to use your beam of light now?
It's a bonus action.
Well, it happens as you rage, and then it becomes a bonus action afterwards. So
Oh.
it kind of happens simultaneously as you're doing this rage.
Okay.
So the beam of light hits her, and nothing happens.
Yeah, okay.
She
Wait, now?
is
It happens
yeah,
now?
she is not blinded.
Wasn't there a con save attached to it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because she's immune to blindness.
Good to know.
Funny.
You know what I don't like?
New
Is that smug-ass face of yours.
So are you going to roll for attack though, since you are within attacking distance?
That's so true. You could literally use your great axe, bro.
Hold on, I have to mark off a rage. I don't know where that is. I'll do it later.
Oh.
No. What Dawn is going to do next, after she has slapped herself in the face back there, she hits her right arm
Your tattoo.
where there is a tattoo
Okay.
of a dragon that I have previously encountered who gave me this tattoo. It is a cherry blossom dragon that's pink.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole thing. It has cherry blossoms. And what is going to happen is Sakura Petal Swarm. Once a day, you can choose to make the mark illuminate and release a cloud of cherry blossom petals. That swarm surrounds you in a 10-feet radius for 1 minute or until deactivated as a free action. On the start of each of your turns or when you take a damage, you will make a DC 14 con on fail the effects end. Any creature that enters or starts the turn in the radius must take a DC 16 Constitution saving throw or take 4 D6 slashing damage on a fail or take half damage on succeed.
Natural 20.
You got a natural 20?
Mhm.
What? I can't hear these dice be rolling.
If you don't believe me, here you go.
I would like to.
Here you go. You can see that it's a natural 20. So nothing
so
happens.
defeated.
You know what I don't like?
You know what I don't like?
Natural 20s, okay?
Don't tell
Hot
that to your
take.
dice.
Natural 20s suck.
Dude. Freaking natural 20, dude.
Does he take any damage on a half?
Yeah, or take 4 D6 slashing damage on a fail. Wait. Or take half on a succeed.
There you go.
So I'm going to roll 4 D6, and then you take half of that.
Yes.
Okay, and then what's that? Okay,
Dawn is folding
I-
under pressure.
got it.
Excuse me?
I've never seen you look like that.
What? How about we don't do that?
Okay, I'm going to get out my
She says they're just
trusty
gonna
dusty
take
mini
her
die.
poop and throw it at me like a monkey.
Okay.
God dang.
Okay, here's my mini D4.
I take stinky damage.
Ooh.
So minus 8.
Yeah, so 8.
Okay.
A little dimple, I'm assuming.
Hey, not even.
You got a hit.
That was literally everything I got. So, good fucking luck, guys. It's all on you. So,
So
make fun of me not succeeding very much, but now it's on you.
now it is Thanatura's turn.
Yay.
And now that you are
Within
Did you already?
you have ended your turn, and now she looks down at you.
Wait, I have a question. Did you already?
I already took my damage.
Yeah. Did-
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't. So me starting the
I'm-
turn in this thing.
Yeah.
So does that? It's with concentration, right? So if you break your concentration, it goes away.
No. I mean, if you hit me, it goes away.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So did you? I'm gonna. literally interrupt
Yes?
every single
So what's the DC?
Don't do that.
sentence.
What's the DC?
of what?
It's a con save, right?
For 16, I believe, or 14. I would like
so
you to
she,
not do
so
it.
she,
No.
She rolled a 26.
I
So she doesn't take any more damage, just so you know. She's trying to say because I started my turn in the little aura that I'm supposed to take more damage.
no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to use one of my luck points.
What do you
That's
mean?
not-
That's not how that works. I don't think.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
So
You can use it on enemies.
On mine, so you're
Yeah.
going to use it on mine.
I'm gonna use it on yours. That's why I kept interrupting you because I needed to do it before things were
23.
finished. I think I get to roll it.
No.
No.
Oh,
You get
you
to
have to roll
choose
it?
for me to roll it. So check off one of your luck points, and she still succeeds.
Yeah.
I understand why she was interrupting.
I
She
do,
was
I do,
like,
I
don't
do.
tell
Okay,
me,
I
don't
get
tell
it.
me if it's the
I know,
Okay.
I know.
All right.
This is
Don't tell me the result.
I have one chance to use my Uno. I have to call Uno.
I was like, what is happening?
Okay.
Why is Nina screaming at Justin? There is reason.
Okay.
Because I have fucked this up before, and this is only the second time I've used this skill. That's why I'm yelling.
Okay. So it's her turn.
Okay.
So she is going to
Now
use
you know why I was gonna crap my
one of
pants.
her abilities, which is innate spellcasting, and cast Finger of Death on
Oh, that's not good. That's so
on
not good.
Dawn. So I need you to make a so essentially it's a spell save. I would think it's a wisdom constitution.
What's
What
her
is it?
stat block say? What's her?
It says spell save DC. It doesn't say what the thing.
It should say it on the spell itself.
I'm going with the Finger of Death.
There you
spell.
go.
Well, on your spells in your character sheet, it says the save DC.
That's what he's
It's
doing.
not a character sheet.
Yeah, he has a
thing.
stat block,
I have
not
a
like a
stat block.
character sheet.
It's going to be a Constitution save. So you need to make a Constitution save.
Are you guiding me?
No, I can't.
She
Oh,
can't-
you're just-
I can't.
She's just
Allie
trying
is
to
guiding you.
Yeah. So do you want me to tell you the number you need to beat?
No.
Okay.
I
Damn.
need to poop my pants again.
Okay.
I don't remember if I rolled a wheel or whoa.
It was a wheel because we made your
Okay.
character sheet. I know what it is.
What did you want me to do?
Con save.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
14 in total.
That
Don't even
is-
look at me.
that
Just
is a
don't
a
even look at
fail.
me.
You
know what I
so
don't
you are
like?
going to take 7d8 plus 30 necrotic damage.
Oh, wow.
She is the god of
Wow,
death.
wow.
Flirting with gods here, guys.
Why are we here?
Oh, you know.
Can we just take Elliana and bolt out of here? What did you tell me to do? How much damage?
He has to roll for it.
He's cooking.
Oh.
Good dimension door, Elliana, 500 feet in the air.
So she just falls?
So you take 57 necrotic damage.
All right. Well, we're dead, guys.
No, you're not.
You're not.
I said we are dead.
Um,
I did not say
so
I.
so that was one of her abilities, which is innate spellcasting. Now she's going to use her multi-attack on you.
Oh, great.
Wait, does innate spellcasting not count as like an action or
It's just her ability.
An
It's not
abil-
one of her actions. It's under abilities.
Is an ability, but an ability should be like an action, a bonus action, or reaction. I'm pretty sure.
Call him out. I don't know what you're saying, but do it. Whatever it is, I don't care. How are we gonna win, guys? I do not know.
You have to keep playing to find out.
Because like Stella, she has innate spellcasting, but she still has to like cast the spell as like an action, even though it says.
Okay,
like,
so
innate.
yeah, abilities are considered actions.
Okay, yeah.
That's fair.
I was like, that seems really like a lot.
So
Seems like a lot. Tell
so
me
then
about it.
she's going to end her turn, but
Thank
before the
God.
next person goes, she's going to use a legendary action.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And she is going to use Disrupt Life on Dawn.
Ooh.
So
This
you
is
need
why I didn't
you
wanna
need
go
to make a
first.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Again!
Another one for me.
Maybe
Another
you
one
just wake
rides the
up
bus.
back in the on the R plane.
This DC is nicer.
Pick a dice, any dice.
Pick a dice.
You have a spreadsheet. Which one performs the best?
Yes.
The one given to me by my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, yikes.
Damn.
Damn.
Rough,
Oh.
given all the circumstances.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Man, Stella's DCs are so low. She's a kind of a fox though.
I did forget how to summon mine.
Mm.
You got this.
I don't have my good dice.
I don't know where it is.
Well, that's bad timing. Hmm.
What did you tell me to do again?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Is that a natural one?
No.
No.
I probably would have left it have it been a natural one.
What was it?
Take him off pretty little bottom and skid on that. I rolled 4.
4?
Hold
I
on.
have a
Hold on.
Constitution saving throw of +7. So in total, that's 11.
Can I use my reaction to give her a wheel? A D6.
Sure.
Is Elliana prone?
I would like to give you a D6 with my wheel.
So roll a d6.
Roll a D6 and add that.
So you rolled so you got 13, you said? 13 or 14?
It's 11.
It's
7
11.
plus 4.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. So to clarify, if you want to save this, I don't know how many times you can use this. Is this something you can use continuously?
I have some charges of it.
Okay. Actually, go ahead. You do your thing.
I have
Go ahead and roll that D6.
I have a feeling that a +6
Roll that
is still
D6.
not going to help. But, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know that. I'm not going to
Hey,
metagame.
look, this is chess.
just
We
a
already
few-
made this move, and the hand came off the piece. Roll that dice.
Well,
It's okay, guys. You know, you got to try things to see if it'll work. It's fine.
Is it 6?
It is a 6.
Okay,
So
you still fail.
oh, wow.
at least I rolled good.
So much for the
You gave
wheel.
it everything you had. Leave it all on the field, guys.
Oh.
You take 21 points of necrotic damage.
Oh. Are you resistant to necrotic damage?
Wait, is it half because you're raging?
Oh, so many questions that I don't know the answer to.
Don't.
I don't think necrotic damage. It's only for slashing, piercing, bludgeoning that
Okay,
she's resistant
yeah.
to.
I had to ask.
Necrotic is never a thing on rage, I don't think.
Give me 1 second.
Unless it's like a special barbarian.
Dawn is special. She's special in our hearts.
I don't know barbarians that enough.
Which one of these is like a spell?
Huh?
What?
The
Are you trying to
that
do
are-
something as a reaction?
Because I have Mage Slayer. Yeah,
That's
which
just a
is-
feat. That just gives you like the ability to like
What does it
make
say?
a reaction.
slay mages.
Yeah, I can
Well-
react when someone uses a spell on me.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you can roll for an attack on her.
Oh,
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. You can roll for that axe attack.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
want to.
Yes. Take the roll.
Hold on.
Take
Okay.
the roll.
Roll on the dice tray there.
Nina, you got to make an action. You can't just keep staring at your iPad hoping things change.
I know.
Just roll it, dang it.
We're in it.
Don't make us time turns.
But she's a god.
It'll make us break out cranium and get the freaking
You're
glass,
the one that
dude.
chose to
God.
run up 40 feet on a god, okay?
I have one move, and if any of you are in 10 feet of me, you all get hurt.
I'm just
So
saying.
you are all welcome. That's my only thing I chose to do
Don't
before
do
you
that
all
with
got
the
hurt.
microphone. We don't need anybody to become a meme, okay?
That's
Oh,
assuming
no.
that we aren't already a meme.
That's fair.
Dang.
So roll for that attack.
I hate this game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's
What'd
your roll?
you roll?
What's your roll?
I don't want to say.
Allie, what's your
Is it
roll?
a natural one?
No,
No.
it's not. No.
Then why are you embarrassed?
It's not good.
It's
Because
not,
it doesn't.
no,
I
not
feel
good.
very helpless.
It's not good.
That's why.
not one beat.
Then it's working.
It's 15.
15. Does
That's
not
not
hit.
bad.
Does not hit though.
But that's not bad.
not
If it's
bad
a
in this
goblin,
It's not good, but it's not bad.
All right. So that being said, after that reaction, it is now Stella's turn.
Stella.
Oh, Lord help her.
Stelly
Oh,
Welly.
boy. Oh, jeez.
You got this, Stella.
Well,
So it doesn't say that she has to be in her human form to cast spells. Doesn't say. Doesn't specify on the sheet that you gave.
I feel like it did.
No, it doesn't. It says innate spellcasting. The kitsune's innate spellcast ability is charisma. The kitsune can innately cast the following spells requiring no material components. That's all it says.
Goodness
She's
gracious.
in her kitsune form.
Kitsune.
I'll allow it, I suppose.
She's gonna go up and she's gonna nuzzle her head into Jax, and she's gonna cast Fly on Jax.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Okay.
Just because of Ira's tattoo, I feel like Elliana would know this. Anyone within 5 feet of Ira can choose to use a reaction to give the attacker disadvantage on a roll.
Okay.
You.
So as long as Stella stays within 5 feet, I can use my reaction.
Oh, she's saying that for Stella. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Jax
So
too.
Jax can fly now, which
but I
is
have
nice.
to choose to use that reaction.
Does fly speed, the fly spell give you 30, right? 30 feet of flying?
Fly, I don't know if it's equal to your walking speed or if it's like additional stuff.
Well.
Fly. Search.
Oh, let's see.
Of 60 feet, Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go. Jack's about to fly up.
Fuck yes. I was like, who am I going to
billowing
cast this
cloak.
on? And I was like, Jax is right there. Like, Jax beats the shit out of things. I'm just going to put it on him.
All right, so Jax now can fly.
Hey.
How long does that last for?
I think it's a minute, so it's 10 rounds.
Boys' night.
10 minutes.
We can go
Oh,
flying.
okay, even more. So 100 rounds.
Time in D&D is insane in combat. It's like, what?
Okay, so she casts fly.
Does Lucio perceive that Jax can now fly?
He hasn't tried it yet.
Haven't tried it yet.
And then
Damn it. Lucio's jaw's gonna drop to the freaking floor, dude.
I'm just going to have
Like-
her dash. I don't want to get her in trouble, but also I feel like she would go to Elliana.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I'm going to have her do.
We're all in trouble. So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
We're about
35, 40.
that's be an internal timeout.
Okay.
It's like, and that's the end of Stella's turn.
Okay, next is Verity.
So glad it's not me.
Okay, so where am I grappled? Is that what's happening right now?
Yes. So you will need to make a strength saving throw too, because he had like the hand has got you by the wrist. Make a contested strength to get away from the grapple.
Or I could just do Krail's Rapture.
You could.
I'll just do a strength check. I'm terrified, man.
Girl, you're a rogue, though. I mean,
I
make
don't
a
got-
strength check.
I have. Oh wait, I have a +0 in strength.
That's
Yep.
why I was like,
But remember, you are fighting yourself.
true. The odds are even.
That would be a 4.
I got a 16. So you are still grappled. And I believe the ungrappling counts as part of the action, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember.
Someone got a better night's rest the night before.
Thanks, Ira. So wait, was that my action?
I'm finding out.
Do you have it on your little cheat sheet?
The music was like,
It might be on one of those. I don't know.
jeez, so intense.
Well, I tried.
Because I mean, if that's the case, can I still try and use Nyx as a bonus action?
Who's Nick?
It says that, especially while you're grappled, your speed is 0. So you can
Okay.
still attack. I don't think it counts as your action, if from what I'm reading. So you still would have potentially.
I don't do grapple nearly enough.
Yeah,
Because
me
in
either.
5e it was kind of bad, but like in 1e, with like the 1, they made it better. So I should look into that.
Yes. Okay. So breaking out of a grapple is considered an action.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I would like to use Nick.
Okay.
So Verity's like trying to get down that she uses her free hand.
Is Nick based off a successful attack, or is it just something that you can do?
I believe it's a bonus action.
But is it something that's
No.
triggered after you make a land a hit on somebody? You can make the second attack. I feel like Nick did something that happens after you land the attack. I know Ira's done it a few times.
Wait, where is Nick? Okay.
Where is
how
he?
It works.
Where is he?
It's under features and traits, I believe.
No, I know. I don't.
Shove
Doesn't make
damage,
sense to me.
withdraw, trip, poison. Features and traits.
I don't want my first move to be a waste.
Yeah, it says Nick says when you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. You can make this extra attack only once per turn.
Let's do attacks.
It just counts as a secondary attack amidst an attack. So I don't know if you can do it straight as a bonus action.
Yeah, I think you'd have to like do it during an attack.
Yeah. Like a quick
Okay.
1-2.
Well,
Yeah, because essentially instead of attacking with your offhand as a bonus action, it just counts as part of the attack. So it's 2 knives in 1 attack.
Mm-hmm.
You could hide. That's a
well,
bonus.
grapple.
She has 0
It's a
movement.
bonus. You can just hide. You just like you just crouch down on the ground.
I don't want to waste it. So if I have 0, does that mean I can't use Misty Step either?
That's not movement.
We firmly don't grapple enough because this is a lot of questions about grapple that nobody understands.
I don't firmly grasp.
I
What I'm
think
hearing is
she
I should have just done
I
Krill's
think
Raptor
she
to
can
begin
Misty
with.
Step because she's not restrained. She's only grappled,
Mm.
so she can Misty Step.
But so can the shadow.
Mm.
Yes, using Misty Step, you can escape a grapple.
Then I'll do that.
Good call.
Okay, so where are you moving to?
That's a good question. Instinctually, I feel like Verity would take the fight away even further from the group.
Okay, just don't go off the board. I don't have.
No.
I have to break out the ruler.
I feel like she would almost that wouldn't make sense storyline wise. Yeah, she was right here, so because it's 30
Okay.
feet. And that's
You
all.
essentially can go 2 squares over more because that was only 15 feet.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the end of my turn. Because I don't think I can do anything because that was action bonus action.
Just noticed something.
All right, now it is Jax's turn.
Who's on deck?
Jax's turn with Shadow Verity on deck.
Okay.
And then after that is Lukeil. No! So Lukeil, you should start prepping.
Can I make my tiny hut and hide for 8 hours?
That would track.
So flying speed isn't on top of your movement speed. It's just instead of.
Yeah, it's instead.
Okay,
of,
that's
yeah.
what I thought.
I feel like it'd be pretty, I think it worked pretty well, Hide in the hut for 8 hours.
Bro, he's a monk. That means he can
Oh, damn.
he can dash.
That's so true.
Yo.
Dang.
What's up, bitch?
And then
Ira is panicking.
Yes.
Not okay.
Feels like Ira. It's going to be okay.
so as a
He has
monk,
a
does
plan.
the dash just allow him to just move his movement speed without
Yeah, you can double your.
having to. Does it count as a bonus action though?
Since he's a monk, he can. I believe he has to use a keep. I'm not sure if he has to use a key point or not. I think it's because of Step of the Wind that he can dash
Yes.
as a bonus action.
I think we fucking never done combat.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
you know.
to be
Yeah, it's
fair,
been a
it's
while.
been
Counts
months.
as one bonus actions if I use a key point to do that. So I'm
Correct.
not
Okay.
just going to move because he has 45 feet of
Mhm.
movement speed anyway. Okay. So he runs up onto Thanatora, and you see his hands kind of like go into fists, and like the brass knuckles form.
Yes. Yes.
So he's going to make some unarmed strikes.
Let's go. Brass knuckles.
That first one's a natural 20.
Oh,
Let's go.
Freaking go! Let's go!
Double that damage.
And he adds. He activated his tattoo before he did all this, so it's like all kind of an addition. So I got to get all of these ready because it's like 3 different dice. It's kind of weird. So each strike gets a D8, a D6, and a D4.
Make sure you double it at the end.
I know.
And for those of you that don't remember, Lukiel gave Jax brass knuckles. And he is
That's
now
a
using
second natural 20 on the second hit.
Let's go!
That's insane.
Let's go!
How many nat 20s have you rolled?
That's 3 so far.
3 so far.
3, guys.
Come
3.
brass knuckles!
Coming from the
Let's
DM.
go! Nat 20s. Do it again.
At
Do it
least 2
again.
are on our side.
Do it again.
So
It's a
the
blessing
first
and a
one, the
curse.
first one's gonna be the net with the doubled. That's gonna be 26 for the first hit.
I'm freaking... Dude, I'm so glad I got you those damn...
And then 26 for the second hit. So then he is going to use a bonus action to flurry of blows.
Yes!
So
Let's go! I'm so
I
excited
feel like
for
a
this.
sports ball fan right now.
he's gonna.
Oh.
It is Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl
Sports ball.
date in the episode.
Yep.
Oh.
All right.
In
So
July.
ooh, the first one doesn't hit.
No!
That's okay. That's okay.
No! The one that was a nat 20
Roll, he rolled.
doesn't hit?
Well, the thing is the 2 nat 20s hit. This one that I'm doing flurry of blows now.
That didn't hit?
Both the flurry of blows do not hit.
Oh my god!
So he essentially gets like 2 hits on her, and then he tries to go again for the other ones, and she essentially like kind of almost like levitates or kind of like moves out the way.
Mm.
So, that being said, he ends his turn
No.
because that's his bonus action,
No.
movement, and attack. So now it is Shadow Verity's turn.
Oh.
Bro, calm
Thank God,
down.
thank God.
Yeah, I was like, you got to start thinking now, yo. You're coming up.
I do.
Oh my god. What is happening over on that side of the table?
Because we can't heal each other. We can't freaking heal anybody.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, we do. He told us.
He told us, but
Yeah,
like,
he told
the
us,
Shadow
but the
Fairy
no one's
characters don't
tried.
know.
Like after you moved away, essentially just kind of like turns and just kind of does like this like kind of rushed run towards you, and is going to cast Shadow of Moil on you using
Oh,
one of the
you
charges from the
mother.
dagger.
What is that?
It's a dagger.
she takes
thing.
the Shadow Verity takes the dagger and kind of like cuts into the air, and it creates this like shadow rip, and then like this like shadow like shoots out at you.
Can I use uncanny dodge?
Ooh.
You can certainly try.
I like this 1v1.
Oh, yes.
This is fun.
Yes.
How much do I know my own character? Yeah, it's just
Hopefully
you take a
well.
reaction to have the attack's damage against
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Round down.
Oh, you don't have evasion yet.
So these flame-like shadows kind of like wreath around her body, and you become heavily obscured to others, so that people can't like see through this shadow to where you are. And the shadows turn dim light within 10 feet of you into darkness, and bright light into the same area to dim light. So you have dark vision as a tiefling, so it doesn't matter. But until the spell ends, you have resistant to radiant damage. In addition, the Shadow Verity has resistance to radiant damage. In addition to whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, the shadow lashes out, and the creature dealing it 2d8 necrotic damage. So technically, you don't need to do the uncanny dodge because it's not necessarily directly attacking you. It's just doing so. So if you attack it, you will take that damage. That's how Shadow of Moil works.
I don't think I've ever used that.
You haven't.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Yay!
That's cool. I've never seen that spell before.
So
apparently it's a part of
Again,
the warlock spell lists.
It's Xanathar's guide to everything.
Yeah.
but as a bonus action,
Yee.
it's going to cast Hex.
Oh my.
Can it cast 2 spells in 1 round?
It cannot.
So the-
leveled-
Hex is not a bonus action.
Hex. It says. I looked under your bonus actions. It says it is a
it
bonus
is.
action.
Is it a leveled spell though?
So
It
Shadow
is.
of Moil is a spell from the dagger, not from her spells.
Okay, fair enough.
Use her own sheet against her.
I am.
Oh my
It's
God.
fun.
Literally.
It's fun.
Damn.
I think I've done this like once before in this campaign, and it was pretty fun. It was when I think it was me and an orc fighting against each other. All right, so Hex. Let's see. Let me pull up the parameters. It says, so I'm placing a curse on Verity that until the spell ends, it deals an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack roll. Also, I choose one ability that when I cast the spell. When you choose one ability, when you cast a spell, the target has disadvantage on that
Don't
ability
you
checks
dare.
made with chosen ability.
Don't you freaking dare do the one I think you're
I'm
doing.
going to have you make disadvantages on.
You know you want to. Go ahead, do it.
I think I
Do it.
don't know
Let
if I'm
me ruin
looking
your
at the
night.
right stat that you're thinking of, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, Constitution.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Because that's what I was thinking.
So
was
you have
Constitution.
disabilities on Constitution checks, and if you drop to 0, if the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can take a bonus action on later turn to curse a new creature.
But I think it's only checks. It's not saving throws.
Correct.
So
It's on
least there's that.
Constitution checks and things revolving around it, I believe.
Yeah, ability checks is what it
Ability
says.
checks including like up to Constitution.
mm.
So yeah, so that is the bonus action, movement, and action. So that ends the turn. Slow burn here, folks. Next is Lukiel. Lukiel, you're
who
up,
on deck?
man. With you on deck, I believe. You're yeah.
Sweet.
Ira's on deck with Elliana on the outside of the door.
Oh my God. Where am I going?
What are you gonna do, bud?
Oh my God. I can't wait to die. I don't even have to be close to do this. Let's go.
Routham psychic glance.
Why? Why do you know? Why do you know?
How does he know?
How?
You have to say.
How did you know I wasn't going to dimension door?
I mean, you can. I don't know why you.
How'd
You don't seem like the type to get close.
Okay.
You like the distance game.
Ira and Lukiel are not too different in our fighting styles.
And these like souls that are like surrounding Thanator are kind of like they constantly are like looking out at you guys. As
And they're like,
where,
ooh.
some, yeah, I guess.
I guess.
So are you? What are you doing? What are you casting?
Well, I can't cast Cure Wounds, so. Can't do
Luke Heel doesn't know that
You
yet.
don't know that.
Oh, well.
I'm just saving you from necessarily wasting a spell slot. I'm being nice.
So we can
Thanks.
metagame on that.
Thanks.
I guess.
Thanks. Oh my God. Thanks.
That's why I was
I
asking.
feel like the moment somebody tries to heal somebody, that's gonna kind of be out of the bag. So it's up to you
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks.
Just don't use a spell slot for it.
Okay, my God. I can't wait to do Psychic Lance. I'm gonna do Psychic
Are you gonna
Lance.
do? Are you doing Routham psychic glance?
I sure am.
What level are you casting that?
Oh my God. It's literally at 4th level. Wow.
All right. So
With
you
120-foot range.
okay? What's the saving throw?
17. INT. I'm gonna.
Intelligence.
Sure. I cast that shit
INT.
right now.
I rolled
stands for
I rolled a
strength?
27.
No, you fucking didn't. You fucking liar. I literally want to see your roll right now.
Oh my god.
It's a 19 plus 8.
I don't
so
believe it.
Why
There's that.
does no one
there's
believe
the 19.
him?
You're rolling too good tonight.
Well,
He
either
always
way.
rolls hot on combat nights. I don't know
let's
how he does
it.
it.
Yeah.
So okay, so it's half damage, I believe, since I succeeded.
Yes.
But so you still need to roll your damage for it. I just don't take the condition that happens afterwards.
That's what I wanted to do is make you incapacitated, you fucker. God. Okay.
Everyone's so violent.
Oh, wow. I'm going to need a lot more
Every-
D6.
everybody's
How many
tense.
do you need?
Fighting the god is
I'm
tense.
having a good time.
Oi!
Have
It's fun.
full ready. many more do you need?
Oh, I just need about 3, actually.
You're gonna have such a
Okay.
Oh
fun
my God.
time
I'm gonna
getting rid of your
die.
peaks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually need just 2 more. Just 2.
1, 2.
1, 2. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Oh my God.
You got this, darling.
Oh, we're in for a treat, aren't we? Wow. Oh my God. Bloody hell. Smashing.
Sound like a Ricky Gervais.
Smashing. Oh yes, we're rolling very bad. Wow.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, let's fucking.
Still better?
No.
Not by much, though.
Small bit.
5 and a 6, you got the whole
Oh,
round.
Wait. Oh, hold on.
What?
I just forgot something on this sheet.
Is
I had
she
to scroll up
immune
on
to
this.
No, you didn't.
Well, that's too late.
If she wishes, spells of 6th level or lower have no effect.
Is that okay? But like,
Well,
what
then
do
I'm
you mean
gonna
if
end my
she
turn,
wishes?
so-
Is that like?
She has like X number of times.
So
she
so
can
that
do that?
you can
legendary
go ahead and
action?
roll your damage.
That's not
It's an
gonna
ability.
matter.
That's not true. She can choose to let
Oh.
it go through or not. That's up to her.
I wonder what the fuck she's gonna choose.
I'm like, how many times can she do that?
Right, 12,
It doesn't say.
15.
That
14,
you could just
19.
cancel all her spells. Then that doesn't make
That
sense.
seems
It's-
broken.
That seems broken.
It's on here. I don't know.
Okay.
She is a god, and
We're
you
also
are
level
only level
8.
8.
We also
Yeah.
don't have level 6 spells.
Yeah, we haven't leveled up in like
so,
fucking
like,
eons.
technically,
What's the damage?
anything we do.
What's the
It's
damage?
very unbalanced. Wouldn't make sense because she's a god. 20 total.
20, so she takes half of that, right? Because she succeeded. So 10.
If she decides that she wants to, I guess. Fucking whatever.
She hasn't felt pain in a while.
I mean,
She's like, I like to feel it just once in a while. I just want a little tingle
So
of it.
the,
little
Damn.
masochist.
the 10 points goes through, so she takes the 10 points of damage.
was that because she wanted to, or because you felt bad that you had to tell me, so that you made it go through anyways?
She chose to let it happen.
She wants to feel the suffering she's caused.
Don't forget, this GM has a habit for part 2s. Like HP resets and like second versions of shit. So
So that's your action.
It sure is.
don't forget.
You can bardically inspire for a bonus and or move. Unless you have anything else as a bonus action you would like to do or can do.
See what I can do. You can't sort by bonus action, can you?
You can click over
You
to a
can.
bonus action, yep.
Actions, and then you'll have a mini kind of like sub menu come up. Just type
Oh,
bonus action.
I would have to be literally right up on her to be able to do my one useful bonus action. I would
You can
just
move.
shillelagh.
Actually, Shillelagh, you have to cast that onto your weapon and then do a weapon
And
attack.
then-
so
Yeah.
it's something where you can cast it to get it prepared.
for next round.
So if you want to kabonk her with your loot,
Bonk. Badunk. I kind of want to bardically. Well, from my point of view, because I'm like diagonally like right behind like Dawn right now.
yeah, I don't know if does your bardic inspiration have a distance?
I
Yeah.
don't believe so.
Yeah, it does.
Dawn rolled.
She rolled a 14. What are you doing? Dawn.
Dawn, what's she doing?
Dawn.
Is it a certain distance you have to move forward? I think it's 30 feet.
It's within 60 feet.
Oh, well then you're
Okay.
good. Yeah, so you can bardically inspire Dawn if you would so choose.
Well, yeah, Luciola's gonna be like, Dawn! And then he's gonna pull out his lute, and he's gonna start playing the final countdown.
Yes.
I
That's
love
all
it.
we can
I love it.
have.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
afford
it. That's all
that.
we can do. We can't afford anything more. It has to be less than 10 seconds, otherwise we get DC made.
Yeah.
The final countdown.
Okay, so you get to add a D8 to any of your rolls as a bardic inspiration use. That's heroic inspiration.
Expend
It's
one.
everything except saving throws, right?
Everything except saving throws,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so that's all you're gonna do. You're not gonna move or anything.
I feel very comfortable where I am right now. I don't want to get any closer.
All right, Ira, you're up.
Yep. So while this is kind of all happening and unfolding, she's staying back to like assess the situation. She sees that Dawn's taken a shit ton of damage out the gate. I would think, because of just like the periphery of in front of her, she can see like Verity is not doing well. But then there's another god that's just chilling in a box. So we're gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. No, we're not. We are, but we're not. Hang in there. What is my disadvantage range on that? What's my disadvantage range on a bow? Is it 10 feet?
Are you using a longbow or a short bow?
She
I think
is...
Asphyxis is a longbow.
Then you have 120 feet, I think, on longbows until you're at disadvantage.
I mean, like, too close. Like, what's too close?
It's just if you're in melee range that it's
Yeah, so
disadvantage,
5
but as
feet,
long
as
as,
long as you're
okay,
not right
okay,
up
as long
on
as
her.
you're at 10 feet away.
Right here.
No, you're. She fell over.
And now this is where I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Ooh, I think I know what you're trying to do.
Hold on. I have some charges ticked off of things I haven't used in like 6 months. So I want to assess the cage.
Okay.
I also want to fire an arrow at Shadow Verity.
Okay.
Can I do both, or is one going to be in?
You have 2 attacks, do you not?
Yes, but to look at something isn't an attack.
True.
So that's why I'm asking this.
So I think if you were to perceive or like investigate something to kind of calculate it, that would count as an action because you're making an ability check.
Okay. What is it to summon Halma? Is that an
You
action?
have to shoot one of the arrows.
Right. Okay.
So essentially that would, I guess, count as one of your 2 attacks because you're shooting 2 different arrows.
Okay.
But
So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot an arrow to summon Nylea's links of Halma, hoping to God she shows up because Nylea doesn't get involved. But
Yep.
to try to
Let's just put 3 gods.
to try
on
to
the
get
table.
Halma right there. Her right there.
Precious baby.
And then I'm gonna turn 90 degrees ish, little over. Fire an arrow at Shadow Verity.
okay. Go ahead and roll for the attack.
I don't have good vibes about you. Well, thank God for that plus 12. 14.
14. It goes and it like passes straight through.
Okay, so it would have hit, but she's a shadow being, so it's not going to do any damage.
No.
That's all you can gather from that.
Okay. All right. Do I have to roll for Halma's initiative?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I don't. It's con.
Dexterity.
Dex. Okay. That's much better. 10.
Okay.
She goes right after me.
So, yep, she goes right after you.
Okay. I want Halma to
You
check.
got a little bit more time, Elliana, to plan.
I want Halma to check out the cage. She probably won't do anything, but with her keen smell, she does have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on smell.
Okay.
So I don't know if that includes anything magical or not, but I want her to look for
So
vulnerabilities in the cage.
I believe so. Wisdom. You would
It's
have
perception.
to. It would be. Yeah, wisdom is perception, but in this case, with the cage, you're going to have to make an Arcana check. So that is intelligence. Because at this cage, it's not necessarily like a metal, like, these aren't metal bars. These are like energy. They look physical because I can't paint translucent. So they're pink energy, like
energy beams.
energy beams, essentially.
I'm gonna use the dice.
That's why it would be Arcana.
17.
17. With a 17, she assesses that essentially that this is like the pink energy that is coming from these like large crystals, as well as just the purple kind of essence that is in this like area. Thanatura is magically keeping this cage sealed.
Through the crystals?
No. I knew that's where people were going to go. With that.
Dang
I
it.
wanted to kibosh this real quick.
Yeah, whenever you brought out the things, I was like, oh my god, we have to break the crystals to let her out.
It's Baldur's Gate rules. You got to hit the crystals and something happens.
And then she has
That'd be too easy.
Be cool.
speed's 40. Okay, 40
The
feet.
crystals have like 1,000 health. and just, like,
I
keep
want-
chipping away at it. Because none of you are miners
Do I
and or pickaxes.
Want to do this?
Yeah.
I don't know if I do because I don't want her to get trapped. But I kind of want to force Nylea's hand a bit. I want Homa to go in the cage because it's clearly it's clearly wide enough for her to get in there.
That's what I was
Okay,
going to say.
don't take my poor architecture as because that is
Look
not.
at how little she is. She's so little. It's a cage for a god.
There's a force field-esque
Oh.
type thing there. Again,
The beams are really close together.
I don't
Use your
don't-
imagination.
Don't take shots. I made these bars as good as I could.
It looks great.
In a
No, it does look great.
with a box of scraps. For real.
No,
This being the cave.
it's a cage for god, so I figured it'd be big enough for like us tiny little peons to get in there.
That's
fair
That's
enough.
fair
It is.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Box of scraps.
I don't know. What is.
Try your best.
Don't succeed. There's 10 seconds.
So I guess
I
that's.
stopped.
So keen smell would be her action.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, then she is done.
All right. Last but not least, Elliana.
Hey guys,
What are you gonna do?
I brought you all here today. Okay. I feel like Elliana, like, she spent months in this place of just seeing trauma and death all around her over and over again, reliving the most terrible moments of her life. But seeing her friends, something alleviates a little bit in her chest. She feels like a little better. She's like, I'm not alone anymore. I'm not surrounded by fake people. Like my family was there, but not really there. And so she turns around and gives Stella a little pet, a little kiss. And then she is going to, I don't think this is going to work, but I am going to try it. I am going to try and cast Guiding Bolt at the cage to see if any magical interference does anything to like shake these beams.
Okay. Okay. Roll for the attack.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Ira is relieved that she is not the only one that thinks this would be easier if we had a god on our side.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
No,
Is it for each beam or just one?
I just have one guiding bolt thing. Swear
Dawn, you are on deck, by the way.
So that is
No pressure.
I'm not having fun.
That's only an 11,
Damn.
but I don't know how powerful the beams are. So, assuming it doesn't hit.
It does not.
Okay. Kind of figured.
What does it do? Does it just miss, or
It
does
essentially
it just
refract
off?
Like refracts off, kind of in a sense.
Okay. Do I get the sense? Can I tell if it's just because like it wasn't like a powerful enough shot, or it, like if I were to hit harder?
You get a sense that the
it might?
magic that is holding it closed is stronger than any of you
Okay.
guys have to be able to pack a punch against it.
Gotcha. So in her head, she's like, Placidus, you're telling me to get you out, but like my magic isn't powerful enough to help you. And so she's having a little bit of crisis. But she's going to use her wild shape, and the stars are going to align behind her in little pixels behind her and form the constellation of the dragon. And she's going to use her wild shape to turn into her dragon constellation
Okay.
as her bonus action. I want to move away from Thanatura, but I know it's going to cost me an opportunity attack.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just know.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
What's her melee range?
Oh, yeah. We don't know.
Because you're over 5 feet away.
Oh yeah,
from
you don't
her.
know yet.
Yeah. I'm just going to sit right here looking pretty.
Okay.
Well,
All right. So Dawn,
Dawn, with her eye basically falling out of her socket and her nose probably broken, she not Misty Steps. She, I think as her action, she ends her rage.
Okay.
And then she, as a bonus action, she does hidden step.
Interesting. Okay.
And because she's invisible, I'm guessing she can move without getting attacked.
They would have disadvantage. 'Cause they wouldn't be
I
able to
have
see.
disadvantage, but because I wouldn't see, I'd still be able to make an opportunity attack. I'd be essentially like swinging it, like just in thin air, thinking like, oh, something was there. No, it's not. I'd be swinging at it. So
I don't know how that actually works, because if you don't see it move away, then you wouldn't know. But like you might be able to like hear them, so maybe it is just a disadvantage. I don't know this.
Everybody start screaming now.
It's just all the players. Ah! You can't tell that she's running away because we're screaming.
I assume she wouldn't tell it anyways because
We have to create
she
a
has like
diversion.
supersonic hearing.
Damn, weird flex.
it does not provoke. It, from what I'm reading, it says it does not usually provoke
Okay.
opportunity attacks because it's designed to be a stealthy movement action.
Okay,
Wow.
then Dawn is gonna move back like
A lot.
25 feet,
Okay.
Fair enough.
and that's all I have. That's
Okay.
an action and a bonus action.
All right. I'll let you communicate for a minute. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Go piss, girl.
I don't know. I do not know what to do.
Dawn, do not forget that you are bardically inspired.
You are.
I
And
am.
you are heroic.
No. I
inspired.
no
No.
channel divinity.
You have
Chill
heroic
out.
inspiration, my dear.
We're
I
okay.
do have my
Bardic
heroic
inspiration just adds 8 to whatever I wanted to. Right?
As a
D8.
D8.
A D8.
I wish it was an 8.
It says
Flat.
once a character, when a character fails a D20 test, the creature can roll the bardic inspiration die.
Mia Stella, I can bite you.
Add the number rolled to
Her
the total.
attack. I don't even think she could attack unless she rolled a natural 20 to hit Thanatura.
I mean, Halma can bite and claw.
Yo, I'm gonna do something
I
stupid.
saw that. I saw that,
Do it.
Allie.
Do it.
I saw that. Like, better not.
Do it.
I'm a child. I have to teeth on things.
Is it pointy?
Yeah.
Don't you have a rubber one?
I do.
That would be softer to bite on.
Maybe we don't chew on dice.
Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum.
All right. Okay. So
Can't afford
it
that.
is Thanatura's turn.
Damn. 10 seconds.
So she is going to use.
How tall is she? 40 feet? 20 feet? 30 feet?
That's such a true question.
She's considered gargantuan
Oh!
as far as like creature's
Damn.
size is concerned.
What does that mean?
I'll Google it.
What the,
How
how big is gargantuan?
So, I am going to need every single person,
Yeah.
all of you, every creature that is aware of Thanatura. I need you all to make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Can't wait. I can expend one of my bardic inspirations on myself.
That would be a 9 for Verity.
9.
You said wisdom?
Yes, a Wisdom saving throw.
Wait,
Just-
can
Wouldn't that
I?
mean Shadow Verity also needs to?
Can I use my bardic inspiration on myself? Damn.
It does. Shadowfire does not have to.
Is this against a charmed condition?
Yeah, is this charmed?
All of
charmed?
our elves over here were like, is this charmed?
Just
Uh,
roll the thing.
is it
and I'll let you
charmed?
know.
Will we get advantage on
It
it?
matters.
It's not a charm.
Okay.
Can I bardically inspire myself or have guidance from somebody? Please? Please?
No. I mean, it's a
What the
save,
fuck?
so like
It's a
guidance
save,
doesn't
so
really
guidance
apply.
doesn't work, and neither does Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh,
9.
you said
9,
wisdom?
so 9 for Verity.
Wisdom?
Good old lucky 13.
Wisdom?
Yes, a
Oh.
Wisdom saving throw.
Verity, I have your ass beat at a 7. Okay.
Oh my!
7.
It went
Oh,
fine.
that's so good.
Elliana?
Jax rolled a
It
15.
literally freaking landed on the floor on a 19.
What did-
Damn it, I fucking wasted that. I'm not gonna use this fucking dice.
Eliana got a 27.
I'm gonna use this one.
And
You got a 27?
yeah, I rolled a 19 plus 8. I'm a druid. Wisdom is my
Oh,
shit.
that's true.
Yeah, I have a
Wisdom.
+8 too to my wisdom.
So you,
Oh, that's not
So
gonna
what
be-
did you roll?
Lucky number 13.
So 13.
Ah.
So 27.
Oh,
Jack's got a
no.
Jack's got a 14. 27.
9.
9.
Stella
What'd you
got
get,
a
Lukiel?
14.
I
got a
got a
14.
4.
4.
I got a 4.
13 and 7.
Oh,
So everybody
no.
except for Halma needs to roll.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do
before
with
I-
a 4. Oh no.
14.
So everybody except for Eliana is now under the frightened
Oh.
condition.
I've seen too much shit.
Are you a crow?
So
You look at the camera. What does that do? Disadvantage on everything always?
Home Alone.
Till we die?
so frightened. Right.
You a crow? Is it
A
your
frightened
wings?
creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within the line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
For how long?
This lasts for for
10
1
minutes.
minute, so essentially 10 rounds.
Do we get a save at the end of each turn or no?
A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its
Nice,
turns,
okay.
ending the effect of itself on a success. If a creature's saving throw is successful, the effect ends and the creature is immune to Thanatura's frightful presence for the next 24 hours.
What is the save?
26.
I rolled a 27.
So that's how she succeeded, is because she got one over
I just,
the 26.
I saw
Wait,
too
so
much.
if I get a nat 20, would that or
inspired.
no?
Yeah, that would count.
You have inspiration.
Because it would be an auto success.
You're welcome. I can't inspire myself. So.
I'm asking because if that's the case, then I can't.
Oh, you're so welcome.
We'll work on it when it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to like
gray area.
when it comes to saves, if you roll a nat 20, it is a save.
So this is just from what it looks like, this is just a static ability of hers.
Okay.
So essentially, this is just something that potentially probably should have happened the moment combat started, to be quite honest. But
I'm so glad it didn't. I'm so glad it just happened just now.
so that being said,
So sassy.
so
No,
Attack of
no,
opportunity?
do not.
She just knocked him over. He's dead.
Oh!
Does Eliana get an attack of opportunity?
You're so right.
That's so true.
Let me attack this bitch. I'm a warcaster too, which means I can cast a spell.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Okay.
so go ahead and roll for your attack of opportunity.
Okay. What am I gonna do? Because I can
I
cast
should
a
have
spell
Barkley
as an
inspired
attack.
Eliana.
Does Jax also get an attack of
I'm just
opportunity?
gonna guiding bolt again.
You're gonna guiding bolt her. Okay.
Wait.
She is ugly.
What's in my inventory?
That gonna be a natural one.
No, so it doesn't happen.
What if it did though?
What if it did though?
I have a horn.
So
Hell yeah.
so since Thanatura can use her frightful presence, she then can make 3 attacks using her multi-attack ability because frightful presence is in effect.
He's scary, guys.
So 2 with her death scythe and 1 with her smoky souls. So that being said, so the first one, it has a 15-foot reach because of how big the scythe is. So the first one is going to be on Dawn. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
21.
21.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that you're down to 0, honey.
Put it back.
Didn't he
Put it
say
back.
it was 21 to hit?
To hit.
To hit. He hasn't rolled
Because
damage.
for the
To
roll.
hit. Yeah, so just put your health back to what it was.
23 points of slashing damage.
So it's even worse.
And so it does affect because you did end your rage. Otherwise, it would have halved the damage.
Damn it, Dawn.
Shh.
Oh, because it's an aura. That's okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was like, wait, she's invisible, but
I guess I would have had disadvantage on that. I can roll for the well, essentially, because she's still invisible, so I wouldn't have seen that.
Does it say it's an aura, or is it like a direct attack, though?
So Death Scythe is just it's a melee weapon attack. So I technically probably should have rolled with
Okay.
disadvantage on that.
Yeah.
Let me roll another d20.
I just thought it was an aura, so it was like effective
So
15 feet.
the first roll counts because the second roll was a natural 20.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a fifth natural 20 today.
Oh.
So does that put you unconscious?
For what? How much? How many hit points?
It was for 24 or 23. 23 points of damage, slashing damage.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now
Yep.
Dawn
She's down.
comes out of invisibility and like falls on the ground.
That's a hard fall. She 8 foot tall. She fell so far.
And then she makes the other slice and hits to attack. I would guess because it's 15-foot reach. It's not anything within 15 feet. It's just it's anything within 15 feet, not through 15 feet, like in a radius. So she'll hit Jax. It's a 21 to hit, so that definitely hits.
21.
21. He's been so long.
I'm not feeling 21 right now, guys.
Yeah.
That's 27 points of damage, slashing damage on Jax. And then so the Smoky Souls.
Smoky Souls.
That's a 25-foot reach. This one's going to be targeted at Elliana. So these like the souls that are like surrounding her body like fly off and then like kind of like start to kind of surround Elliana. That is Jesus.
She is a god.
31 to hit.
Yeah.
I-
Actually, that doesn't hit.
I love your constant like rationalization of the worse it gets. You're like, well, she is a god.
Well, you know.
That's 28 points of necrotic damage. And you are affected by Death Soul Blight.
Fuck is that? He's on 28
A creature
points
that
of
you can
damage.
see within range. So you can go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yes. 17.
So,
And you said 28 damage?
yes.
Mew and cats.
He was gonna knock her with the one camera, so I was trying to
so-
get away from it.
That is a fail.
Hey.
Epic
On the failed save, because you needed to beat a 19.
What if I use my wheel on my... No, I used my reaction already to do my work cast. Never mind.
So, well, it's the start of the new round.
It has to be the start of my turn.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you essentially take another 48 necrotic damage.
Oh my god, 48. I'm just kidding.
48.
I'm kidding. Like, oh my god. So much.
That's 17 more points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna use my tattoo to become incorporeal for a moment and take half of the damage that I just took.
Is that you can use that as a reaction?
Wait.
Mm.
Guys.
Just use your reaction.
Guys, don't talk to me. I gotta go bed.
Would
Never mind.
would you have had to have prepared that beforehand?
No, it's just my tattoo.
Oh.
I
She
use
used
my
her reaction for Warcaster. though.
Tattoo.
Okay, so that being said, she is going to end her turn. However, at the end of her, actually, no, go ahead. So the next one is going to be Stella. That's the next person with Verity on deck.
Stella's scared.
Valid.
She's kind of like looking at Elliana, like wondering, like, what do I do? because she just saw Dawn go down.
Oh, shit. Keep going. I forgot something.
Okay. I guess Stella is... I feel like she would stay by Elliana's side and, like, just kind of, like... There's not much she can really do to attempt to help, but...
She can nip the heels of
This organ going crazy.
Hell yeah, brother. What?
Yikes.
Hell yeah, brother.
This organ going crazy.
I mean, this isn't gonna work, but I'm
Just
actually,
sounds bad.
no, she can cast Firebolt. I'm gonna have her cast Firebolt at will. At Thanatura.
Okay.
How else would she cast Firebolt against Will?
Oh, it just doesn't take it because it's a cantrip,
Ah.
and it's at will. Ooh, that's not gonna be enough.
Oh.
But that's wait, okay, yeah.
It's grody.
That's a 16 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
I didn't think so. Well, she tried her best, and that's what matters. And she loves Elliana. She's gonna step even further up here, just to be like, I'm protective.
Okay.
Well-
Harry, you are up.
The voices!
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, use the
So
voices
they're-
to your advantage. Get like pissed off at the voices and make you angry. Like, "Hurr!"
So, would speaking to Erebus be an action?
I guess it depends. If you're like trying to persuade or something like that, then that would probably become an action if it's an ability check. So you can say something. Just kind of see what happens.
Verity's gonna just deadpan look herself in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Those, I'm guessing, black eyes.
They're black. Yeah, it's like this whole complete like black like figure.
Just, why are you? What do you want? Why are you doing this?
And you see it, and it's like coming out of your mouth. Like it's like the words are like it's speaking, but are you hearing Erebus's voice? A price must be paid. Everything that I give you has a price. You should have learned this a long time ago. And that's all he says.
Well,
What a compliment. He just called you a prize. Oh my God, he's so sweet.
that's kind
Price.
of weird.
Everything has a price.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you're worth a lot, babe. Don't you ever forget it.
You're actually priceless.
Oh, I want to do something so stupid, but that's not going to do the team any good.
Do it.
Do the thing.
Do it.
Be chaotic.
I'm
Desperate
down.
times call for desperate measures.
Verity's
Don't be
going to
scared.
get on her knees and do nothing. Just sit there.
Okay.
Well,
Is that
Lukeel's going
gonna
to pull
count
out
as your
his
turn?
songhorn.
Yes.
Okay.
And she just look at him and say, do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Kill me.
Damn.
She's worth a lot of money.
Interesting. Very interesting. So
She calling his bluff.
Reverse
He-
psychology.
takes the daggers and he takes one of them and he like stabs it like straight into like the back of like into your back, like right below your neck. And
Ooh.
that is 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is going to be so 7 points of piercing damage. And then I think because of the hex, it's the 1d6.
Yeah,
an extra
1d6.
D6.
That's what's crazy to me about D&D. Because if you stab someone down the spinal cord,
Yeah.
you're
So it's
fucking their shit
it's 1
up.
point of
Done.
necrotic damage, but also
Yeah.
because I think the shadows of Moil Oh no, you didn't attack me,
I
so that
didn't
doesn't
attack.
count. Yeah. So you took a point of necrotic damage and the 7 points of piercing damage.
Right.
And then with his bonus action, he's going to take the other knife and he essentially kind of does like stabs it in the same, like kind of like alternatively. So it's like both the knives are kind of going into your back.
Oh!
That's a 21 to hit.
You know it.
And that is 6 more points of necrotic damage and 4 plus. So 9 points of piercing damage.
Wait, 6 plus 9 or just 9 in total?
6 plus 9, so 17.
Damn,
6
son.
necrotic. Yeah. 6 necrotic. 9 piercing. Jesus.
Yes.
Brain short circuited there. All right. And essentially, like, with these knives, like, in your back, he's kind of, like, pushing you down. It's, like, almost, like, kind of trying to, like, force you to the ground.
God dang.
And that's going to end the Shadow Verity's turn. Oh, I skipped Jax. Whoops.
Gorsh.
All right, so Jax is going to... He's going to fly up the 60 feet.
Hell yeah, brother.
Dude, Luke Heel's being like, he's like, holy shit, fucking Jax can fly? Oh my god. Since when?
By the way, Gargantuan is 64 feet.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's like basically like looking her in the eyes because he goes up the full 60 feet. And he just like essentially with the like the flame magic on his fists. That is a 25, so that hits.
Yes.
And that one does not hit. But he at least gets 1. So that's 15 more points of damage on Thanatura.
Let's go.
And then he's going to do the same thing with a flurry of blows.
Please. Please hit.
That is 26, so the first one hits. Second one does not.
Well.
That's 13 more points of damage. And that ends his turn. With that being said, Thanatura is essentially gonna use one of her legendary actions to
Decimate Jax.
No. No. We're not trying to manifest that. No.
He is up in her face.
Think happy thoughts.
He is up in her face.
Think happy thoughts.
She's gonna give him a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
What flavor? Rocky Road.
Necrotic damage.
Oh.
Necrotic damage, the best flavor.
Little mothballs.
So she uses her legendary action and casts Spectral Force. So she summons the force of spectral souls, like all these like smoky souls kind of surround her and kind of spread around into like a 30-foot radius. I need everybody in that 30-foot radius to make a wisdom saving throw.
You seem unsure.
It's written really weird.
Am I also included?
It says 8 plus wisdom / charisma plus proficiency. It doesn't say like I don't understand. So I'm just going to go off of the wisdom, which is the first one it says.
I don't suppose I would be in the 30-foot range.
Let's see.
No, you're out of it.
Yay! Fuck you.
Does this? Is this? Am I immune to this because I succeeded on the other thing, or is this a different?
This is a different
thing. Okay.
So it would be Jax, Elliana.
I'm right at 30 feet. Like the box is 30 feet.
The box you're in is 30
Yeah.
feet. So then it would be you as well.
Well,
Stella and... Yeah, so Stella, Elliana, Jax, and Ira make a wisdom saving throw.
24.
24.
of course, when I do that, it rolls
Also,
really
I realized that Stella could not move forward because she's frightened, so she's just.
That's
stuck
true.
one square. I got Stella got a 5, and I got a 16.
16. Okay. So you all failed this saving throw.
Figured it'd be a 25.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. So
You fail.
So on a failed save, the target cannot use reactions. Its speed is halved, and it can't make more than one attack on its turn. These spectral creatures last until the end of Thanatura's next turn.
Welp. So I'm going to be inspiring you guys. I can't wait.
So that being said, it is now Luke Yeel's turn.
Oh, goody. Yes.
Every time you look at the camera, cracks me up.
Gosh. Okay. We are gonna try it again. Rallytham Psychic Lance.
So I have two people that are looking unhappy at the table. Between Verity and Dawn, that are just like over it.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's I'm.
Just preparing to say goodbye, I think.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no, I have something much worse.
Oh, bless.
So I just cast
The Psychic Lance.
Rallytham's Psychic Lance.
Okay.
So do you beat it? Please, just please roll low. I'm just really, dear celestial gods, please make
it's a
Thanator
wisdom,
roll really
right?
fucking
Wisdom?
low. No, it's intelligence, intelligente. Intelligente. Yes, please make Thanator roll very low.
What do I gotta beat? Yeah,
What'd
what's the sales spell?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 19.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
It was an 11 plus 8. So I
Oh my
rolled.
god. No, you did
Still
it.
takes half. Still takes
So
half.
it still takes half.
Still takes half.
But you're not incapacitated, which is what I want to do. God.
It's okay. It's okay.
Incapacitate a god. That'd be interesting.
Sure would be, wouldn't it?
The world just
We haven't even
freezes.
found out what we could do when that freaking happens yet. God, freaking goon.
Oh my god.
Poor Flossidus is just like looking out like, oh, these poor little guys are getting shit on. And I can't do anything. I'm just out here.
Get shit on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Damn. Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
6, 12, 18, 24,
30.
26, 27, 28, 29. 30 total. I literally rolled
She takes 15.
4 sixes.
She takes 15 damage. She took
Well,
half,
it's
so she
34,
succeeded.
honey.
Yeah, you forgot. that
Oh,
you've got-
34? Oh.
You've got 30 plus your 4.
That's a fraction. What's
So
that, buddy?
17.
Oh.
No, that's 17, yeah. 17 is half of 34. That's not a fraction, not yet.
Hmm.
It would have been if it was like
19.
35.
35.555 repeating.
Okay, so she takes 17 points of
Sweet.
psychic damage.
I'm so glad she's damaged.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. 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 Okay.
You want to share with the class?
I should have done this before I did that. I was gonna do Celestial Revelation. I should have done that before. So I'm gonna do Unsettling Words.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have
see
to
what
make
you're
a
trying to do.
roll?
Nor. You don't get to. Sorry about it.
Okay. So you cast Unsettling Words on Thanatura.
Expend one of my bardic inspirations. I gotta roll the d8. Which were these? Let's see here. I've got too many dice now.
Does
I've got to roll.
Unsettling Words, does that
one-
count as a charmed spell?
Don't know.
No.
It just subtracts like a
Yeah.
D whatever
Okay.
from.
Roll that D8.
But this.
The pyramid, yes. Ass to ass.
Yes, ass to ass. 7.
She has to subtract a 7. Okay.
Thanatora, you think that you've beaten my team, but you haven't even seen the worst of us. Best of us. That's canon. That's so canon that Lucia would fuck that shit up so bad.
Write that down, please.
He would totally try and be
You
like
haven't
such
seen
a
the
badass
worst
in the
or
moment
best
and
of us.
totally fuck that shit up so bad. Okay.
Okay.
What does Thanatora say in response? She like, work
just-
on your
she
grammar,
just-
you fucking idiot.
She just she smirks.
Great. Lucia's like, good talk. Great. Thanks. Don't hurt my friends, please. Thanks. Movement. Wow, I can move, right?
You're just all on your lonesome.
Where? I
Where are you moving?
am going to move. Let's see here. Where can I move? Do I have enough cabling for this? It's your move. Ba, 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 ba. So where Ira is, 2 blocks behind her. Like, no, right there. Yeah, and then. Oh, damn. Okay, I can only be there.
Yeah.
But that's still with it, like outside of the radius of Thanatora. For
You're in range.
oh, can I move back 1, please?
Pretty please.
Yay, Thanatora, please don't move forward 5. Be great. If you could just stay right where the fuck you are.
Forward. So that is your turn. Ira.
Yep, I was adding that to the quotes channel. So
I'm so glad.
as like in the frightened condition, I can't move towards her at all, even if my goal is not to move closer to her, but it's to move this way.
If it counts as it's moving like towards her in any type of direction, you can.
Well, I'm not moving. Moving towards Dawn is where I'm trying to go.
You have to go. You wouldn't. be able
You'd
to
have
get
to like
her.
go around. Essentially, it's like a weird.
Okay, well then.
And you also
Fuck it.
your movement is also halved,
We'll do it live.
and you can because that
live.
other the legendary action. The
Okay. I am going to then just have a little bit of fun, and since I only have 1 action, I'm gonna make it count. I am going to pull out a dagger. I'm going to, as my bonus action, cast Divine Smite. 5, 10. and I'm going to strike at the shadow Verity because I can see it's corporeal to an extent.
From
So-
what you saw with the arrow, it went through it.
I'm still going to try a radiant damage blow. That's
Okay.
the goal. So, won't work. That's okay. But like
Roll for the attack.
trying to find something I can do. And I'm gonna use my once a day use of it, so I don't use a spell slot.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep using this one because it's been lovely. Fuck you. It's a 14.
Does not hit.
Yeah, figured it wouldn't. That's my bonus action, my action. I moved. And then Halma?
Yes.
Okay.
Elliana, you're on deck.
Is the debris and ground behind Thanatora, would that be considered like undergrowth, or is like pretty like well kept, like freshly mowed grass?
So, because it was a part of like this alternative like reality, like hallucination simulation kind of thing, it's not necessarily considered as like vegetative life or like earth materials. It's very much like artificial. It's like very much like a mirage in a way.
Okay.
Plastic.
It's not real. It's fake plants, bro. Plastic plants. It's fake, man. Come on, man. Fake plants, man.
I am then going to move her closer to where I am.
Okay.
Boop. And she's going to use Link's Sight. She has it once a day.
Mhm.
She can cast Clairvoyance, requiring no spell components, and using Wisdom as a spellcasting ability. What she's looking for is the Shadow Verity's next move.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Interesting.
It's on the stat sheet.
Yes.
He built it.
In a cave. With a box of scraps.
What do,
I'm out here fucking throwing shit in a barrel at this point.
what do I do for that? Using Wisdom as a spellcasting ability. It doesn't tell me if it works or not.
It doesn't. It just means that like as far as like if you need to make like a wisdom whatever type thing, it's what it like you add that as your like ability to add
Do I have
to
to roll for it?
it.
It doesn't tell me to roll for it.
This will be, which is wisdom.
Everlasting love.
Because I'm assuming this is like a different spell than I'm.
This will be.
It's different from True Sight.
Yeah, it's different than True Sight.
Because yeah, I'm used to clairvoyance. Maybe they changed it for one, but I'm just used to it being like a sensor that can like see things.
Invisible sensor within range at a location familiar to you.
You create an invisible sensor within range familiar to you, or is in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. Sensor remains in place for the duration and can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. When you cast a spell you choose seeing or hearing, you can use the chosen sensors if you are in space. As your action, you can switch between seeing and hearing. A creature that can see the sensor benefiting from the seeing visibility or true sight. When a true sight within a specific range, your vision pierces through the following: darkness, invisibility, visual.
So it's
illusion.
pointless for the situation.
Essentially, it's
That's
not.
why I was
it's
like-
not it's not premonitionary clairvoyance. It's just clairvoyance in the sense of you can see like
What I
things.
can't.
You see what
Yeah.
you can't in the area.
Well,
That's why I was a little confused.
I mean,
thought it
I
might
look
have
at the
been
word
something different.
clairvoyance and I think I can see into the future.
Oh,
like
no.
That's fair.
that's
yeah.
what the word is.
Yes.
They're not. They don't specify if it's premonitory or not.
Well, she is not of this form, so she is going to try to take an attack on the Shadow Verity
Okay.
with.
So you retract the clairvoyance thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's why I was saying you would give you your action back.
I just thought you might have made like your own clairvoyance. That's why I was like,
No.
Okay.
It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Hey.
Yep. So she's going to take 1d10 plus 3. It's 10 points of piercing damage to Shadow Verity.
Okay.
Does it respond?
It doesn't seem phased.
What?
So it can be. So Ira being that close says, okay, it can't be hit. In her head.
From what you deduced in this moment.
in her head,
yes.
it can be hit. That's it.
Okay. Elliana.
I'm gonna.
Cry.
This is a free action.
Why must I cry?
I'm going to. At her little dragon constellation like sparkles behind her,
Oh.
and she forces her. Okay.
Just the commentary.
She thrusts her arm, like hands forward in like a very forceful push, and she conjures some biting wind,
That tracks.
and the
Biting
air around
wind.
seems to chill and become very crisp and harsh. And she is going to cast Bitter Wind
Okay.
at Thanatura. Freezing wind forming a line 120 feet long and 20 feet wide. Blast from you in direction you choose. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 30 feet away from you in a direction following the line. Creatures that fail the saving throw also take 1d12 cold damage and are knocked prone. Here's another thing. If cast during cold weather or in dark or shadowy conditions, is this because we were in a shadow void?
The
that
answer
also
is yes.
Interesting. Keep
The
reading.
answer is yes.
The saving throw is made with disadvantage.
Interesting.
Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you.
Legendary resistance.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough.
But unsettling words. So you have to subtract 7. You fucker.
Legendary resistance just
Yeah.
negates
It's not
what
a roll.
she's doing.
Yeah.
I get a
Welcome
certain
to-
amount of those as the
Welcome
creature.
to bosses. Let me see if I don't think it does any damage.
They Lorne had some
we
of
need
those.
we need to level up, man. I'm telling you what, being level 8 is not the
If
move.
we're never level 8 again, I'd be so happy.
So I am going to just keep maintaining that spell. It didn't work this
Okay.
time, but I'm going to keep it on her presence.
Damn it, man.
And then I am also going to use my Misty Step ability as in Eladrin Elf. And I'm going to get the fuck away from this bitch.
Get the fuck away!
Going to Misty Step 30 feet backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And while doing that, I'm assuming she might be immune to this, but with my phase step, because of my autumn form, she has to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for 1 minute.
She's immune to charm.
I figured. But, like, I'm so charming. I'm so cute.
She's charming.
She's charming.
Charmy. And then I'm going to move my movement. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go up to the cage and, like, look and see what the fuck is happening.
Peep through the bars.
Yeah.
Are you able to use your wheel for anything?
No.
Damn it.
Not
Okay.
right now. Yeah, I have, like, like, my hand's like this, but I'm looking over like this.
Okay.
So I'm keeping it pointed towards her. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Well,
So the straight line changes, right? When you do that and you move, because it's supposed to be in a 120-foot line.
Mm-hmm.
So
I only moved 30 feet away from her.
yeah, but is it like still count like the lines is like a diagonal, or is it like just straight across
I'm going to check that.
from when you casted it before?
It blasts from me in a direction you choose for the spell's duration.
Okay.
So I was here. It went kind of like this.
So it still
Yeah, I'm
counts,
making
yeah.
sure not to hit my allies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Dawn,
Done. It's been so long.
I need a d20 roll, please.
Oh. A flat surface. Oh.
Third time's a charm.
Fumble.
You know what that means, right?
I think I saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
All right. So that was Dawn's turn. So she is going to make her multi-attack on Jax.
Mm.
That is the Death Scythe. That is 25, so that definitely hits the first one. And that is 21, so that definitely hits the second one.
21.
21.
21.
Oh shit! I was gonna do the wisdom thing to get out of the fucking frightened condition.
Oh, well.
Oh, you can still do it at the end of your turn.
Yeah, you can still
Yeah.
do it at the end of your
An
turn. Anybody that
automatic thing.
forgot, you can go ahead and roll that if you would like.
And I can't guide on that, right? Because it's a save.
No.
Nope. 16.
So it is. So that is 31 points of slashing damage for the first one.
Less.
I made a mistake, but it's okay.
It's okay. Everybody makes
I didn't
mistakes.
think about something I
Everybody
wanted
has
to do.
those days.
And 26 points for the second one.
Dawn's having one of those days.
And
The
then
first time Dana's, I think, have been super quiet.
No, it's
She's kinda pissed.
She's dead.
she's like,
She's not dead
"This is
yet."
fucking bullshit.
This happens a lot to me, so I'm having a lot of fun.
That's sarcasm, lady listeners and viewers. And then the Smoky Souls attack on Jax.
Smoky Souls.
That is a natural 20.
Natural 20. Oh,
Oh.
fucking
down.
course it is. So
It
many.
is.
So many nat 20s tonight, guys. But not in our favor.
Only for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you rolled a nat 20 when you did that perception check.
Yeah, on my first roll. And ever since then, my rolls have been freaking shit.
That's 33 points of necrotic damage.
Jeez.
Will he take fall damage
Hard damage.
in addition?
It's damaging.
He's
He
still
will.
flying.
He's in the air.
He's still
So
flying.
she like and then like uses the souls and it surrounds him to the point where he is 60 feet in the air. So fall damage is it's a d6
But
for
he's
every,
not falling because he still has fly cast on him.
not if he falls unconscious.
It's
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only Stella has oh, he's unconscious.
Yeah.
If he falls unconscious, he straight drops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's additional
so
damage.
It's a d6 every 5 feet.
Every 10 feet it's D6. Oh wait, I don't know if they changed. I think it's still 10 feet.
Yura doesn't fly.
It doesn't say that when they fall unconscious, the fly goes away. It just says you touch a willing creature for the duration the target gains a fly speed and can
Yeah,
hover.
but they would have to be conscious to stay in the air. Be able to use the fly condition, I believe.
Mm. Okay, fair enough.
It's 22 points of damage. So that was is it more than half? It counts as 2 failed, right? More than half your HP.
I believe it's if you take any damage at all, it counts as 2 fails. when you're unconscious,
Okay.
unless they changed it.
This is real bad. This is not good.
As he falls unconscious, he like drops.
Speak.
Smacks the ground. Now Jax lays unconscious at Thanatura's feet
With 2 death saves.
with 2 death saves gone because he
failures.
took about 50.
Oh my god.
He took about 50 points of damage after because it was like 33 points of damage when he only had 2 health left, so that was 31 over his.
So
Thing.
it only counts like when you hit 0, it's only
Yeah, he
like
took like 28 points of damage when he fell.
Yeah. So that's
So dude only has one more save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, total?
Yep.
No. No.
I mean, if there's a time to dimension door someone out of here.
yeah.
It's bleak. The world is bleak.
Okay.
So that ends her turn. Verity, you're up. Or no, Stella. Sorry.
Stella, little baby.
Little baby.
She's out here by herself.
Yeah.
Stella's gonna run. I know she's gonna take an opportunity attack, but she's scared. She's like, I want my mom.
Boy. This is rough.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's Verity's turn.
Verity kind of.
Actually, I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Okay.
I can do that.
All
it's
right.
not gonna hit, but it's...
Then roll for attack.
Okay, this dice is too big.
Clickety clackety, roll for that attackety.
I remember you did say that we don't have plot armor anymore.
Okay, this might. Okay. That's still not gonna hit. That is Oh, what's her attack? Okay, that's she rolled a 19, but that's only a 23.
That does not hit. Yeah.
Yeah, she would have rolled an She tried.
All right, Verity, for the third time's the charm. Your turn.
Please, God, don't give up. That's Ira.
You know, because she's right there. She's right there
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, but she just wants to save y'all.
You have the option to flee.
You are within...
Flee.
It's called disengage.
You would have to, yeah, you would have to get, what's it?
If
Like
they...
twice their
you're
movement
in
speed away.
Baldur's Gate rules.
I'm
Baldur's Gate rules.
choosing to use my reaction to impose disadvantage on Shadow Verity,
Okay, that's fair because you have that feat.
and she's within 5 feet of me.
Correct.
So, as long as you don't fucking move...
Or
Save
give
your
up.
ass.
But you have every freedom choice in your world, in your character's shoes. What would you like to do?
Thanatura started her turn in my thing, but I forgot about it.
My body is just in the material plane. Use it to escape this plane that they gave you in. All I ask is that you save them.
Whoa! That's insane.
Just save them.
That's insane.
Do I hear this?
You're right there.
Does
Do I also hear this?
Do you say... No, you're not going to hear that.
What?
Is Ira... Like, do you say that out loud?
Hold on.
I do.
That's crazy.
That's why I was making that face.
That's crazy. All right. What are you gonna say, Ira? What are you gonna say? You hear her say that?
The fuck?
She like covers her mouth and she's like, she doesn't mean it.
No, I do.
Just send them back to their bodies in the material plane.
Unfortunately, that's not something that I can do. You've walked into quite the mess for yourself.
And everyone.
Do I hear shit stain talking?
Yeah.
Damn.
Why am I agreeing with your patron? So this was the goal. You can't be with Amar, so you're just gonna commit suicide?
Why are we talking about Martin for the patron?
No,
Damn.
don't talk about it.
Wow, Verity was now a bad time.
Every time is a bad time.
Yeah,
Oh my.
especially now.
Oh my.
You've been with him. He knows.
Now is not the time.
What, dude?
I got
We
daggers
don't-
in my freaking spot.
We don't
it's
have
like-
time.
It's still like in the back.
Oh my.
It's not my
This is
turn, so I
very
can't pull him out.
awkward.
Yeah, I know it is. She's essentially like
I can't
Like-
pull him out.
She's like a corn cob. It's like the two.
Fucking hell.
Not gonna apologize for it. Because now you have to live. Because now you have to protect him.
Yeah.
Just click at her pen.
I hope y'all hear
Clickety
it.
clackety.
Roll for a tackety.
Well,
I'm not wearing that shirt right now.
You have it.
man, I can't believe now's a bad time. That's
Why
crazy.
the fuck not? I'm just,
What are you gonna do?
because it doesn't work like that. Because trust me, if I could just do that, I would have done it already.
Dang.
what can I do?
There are
I f-
rules to a contract.
Took us here.
If I didn't follow my own contracts, what kind of patron would I be?
Do you want her to keep doing your bidding?
Man.
He doesn't respond.
If you do, shift your attention. 'Cause I feel like you'll be way more powerful against her than any of us.
I mean, wouldn't a god's freaking soul be worth something? A death god at that.
Right.
Partner up.
Overcome your own obstacles.
You're always
can-
getting in your own way.
Defeat yourself. Who knows what could happen?
Verity earned the power of self-respect.
Damn.
Pulls out the sword.
There's
The-
so
the
much
Scott-
happening
the
in
Scott
6
Pilgrim
seconds,
verse.
guys.
I'm guessing any attack would be a disadvantage, right?
Not necessarily. You're not grappled or anything. I'm just
Um,
having you with the knives in your back.
Dude,
for
you have
flavor.
advantage because Ira's in combat with the person.
That's true.
You got sneak attack.
Can-
You have sneak attack
Sneak
too.
attack.
Come on.
But you got daggers on your back.
I would like to try and take one of my daggers.
Okay.
And I'd like to just go straight up, like through the neck up.
Yourself, or the shadow
The
Verity?
shadow.
God
Thank
bless.
God.
Yeah, my goodness.
It's not to keep everybody on their toes.
Verity, okay? Like, damn.
Okay. Roll for attack.
I'm not okay.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, we definitely can't afford that.
No. No, 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 no.
Hold on, I need to find my inventory, please. Oh my
It's
god.
a +8.
24.
That hits. Your AC is only 17.
Hey. Because you're battling yourself.
Yeah, I know my own
So
armor class.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, roll for damage.
Daggers.
And with the Nick feat, you can actually use your secondary dagger not as a bonus action, so it becomes the part of.
We
so
only have one action. Oh, she's out of that 30 foot
she's out of
range.
that range.
I have now 2.
Same.
I could
Okay.
used
So essentially, well, and it's not necessarily it's one attack per action, but it's because it's a part of a feat, so essentially kind of merges the two
Well,
together.
the Thanatora thing took an attack away,
Yeah,
so Nick wouldn't have mattered. But she's out of that range, so
she's out of that range. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's out of that 30-foot range.
Okay.
So essentially, roll your d20 for the second knife.
Natural 20.
There it is. Okay,
Let's
okay.
go.
Let's
So
go.
for a 26.
So that
or 28. Sorry.
That hits.
It's
for
about
sure.
damn time.
That's a crit.
Double that damn damage.
Did you do your sneak attack on your first attack?
I technically haven't done sneak attack yet.
No, yeah, go ahead and roll for that
Double
too.
that shit.
So you double your first damage.
Oh, I was like, you could double your sneak
Okay, hold
attack
on.
damage.
Oh, well, yeah. You can count the sneak attack for the Nick one if you would like.
On the crit?
On the crit, yeah. I'll allow
Okay,
it.
yeah.
So, okay,
So
so
it's times
roll
4?
the so essentially it's the, does sneak attack just double your damage?
Sneak
Oh,
attack is 3d6.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's, so do give me the damage for the first dagger, which is the 1d4 plus 5.
Okay. So that's 4 plus 5, so 9.
So 9.
Okay, and then another d4 plus 5 for Nick. That's a 6.
6 plus 3d6.
Well, she doubles.
No, I
the-
know.
Okay. Oh, you're doubling all of it.
I'm doubling all of it.
Okay.
Wait, this one's calling to me.
Do it.
8.
So it's 8 out of the 3d6 is 8.
Yeah.
Plus what was the initial roll?
6.
6.
So
And
14.
9. Okay.
So that's 28 more points of damage.
28 plus 9.
Yeah, 28 plus 9.
37.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were doubling the 9, too. That's why I was confused. Cool.
So that was, so you, essentially that's not your bonus. So you have the knife action and you have your offhand as your bonus action. So you can make another knife attack if you would like. So essentially it's 1, 2 because of Nick, and then the third is your bonus action. Because Nick negates that being used as a bonus action.
Every time you say Nick, I'm like, who is Nick?
Oh my gosh, where are my bonus actions?
Yeah, because you have 2 weapon fighting.
Wait, so I can just go for another attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, I'll just do that.
Let's go.
Roll that d8.
Roll it. That's not a nat 20.
16, so just barely.
Yeah, it just misses. So
Fuck, she's too far away.
She just yells "fuck you" as she like does that.
does that up like the neck and it like cuts
Yeah.
it through. And it like lets out like this like screech as it like cuts through. Okay. So is that your full turn?
Yeah, because that was my bonus action.
Okay.
Should have done hex, but wanted damage.
Yeah. Now I need you to you're going to take 2 because of the
Oh yeah.
shadows
fuck.
of Moil.
Yeah.
You take 2d8 necrotic.
Am I rolling that or are you?
I roll. So it is 9 points of necrotic damage.
Cool.
And then it is going to kind of like, it almost like smirks at you when he does this. He's going to upcast Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
Is that a range spell?
No, it's just it's like a straight up, like it's just like.
Oh, okay.
You choose a creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3d12.
You know it is. You're looking at my character sheet.
You know.
Wait, could I have added a +5 to the attack roll that I made? For bonus?
If you are attacking her, you have disadvantage.
Oh,
That's what it was.
True. Let me
Yeah,
roll another
you
d20.
have disadvantage. Sorry.
Oh, it was both 2 13s. That's weird.
What about my unsettling words? When does that come into play?
That's
Thanatura.
Thanatura. Yeah.
You
Aura.
take 26 points of lightning damage.
Whoa.
Oh,
Bolts of lightning.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, so you have that.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's 13.
13, yeah. Good call.
I completely forgot.
I would say you have Hellish Rebuke.
I don't think
That's
you've
pretty,
used that yet.
pretty clutch.
Like, ever.
It's like,
I
I
have.
have this.
I think I used it in the Nightmares episode.
Mm.
That was our last combat.
Damn.
Halloween.
Long time. Oh, Long Johnson.
And then I give a 1d6 because it landed the attack on you
Yes.
for the hex.
Oh,
Got to be a melee attack.
hold on. Actually, I still get the full for Hellish Rebuke. It's you that takes damage.
Oh, so I take half of the damage? Is that what happens?
Hold
when
on,
it
hold
goes
on.
back?
Let me minus my damage again. Oh, that's back on my armor class. Hold on. It makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 2d10 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
I rolled a 14.
The save was a 14.
Oh, okay, so meets it, beats it. So it doesn't take the damage.
Hmm.
It was a good call, though. Good call. It's a good call.
Well,
Oh, Jax is down.
yeah.
Didn't do that part. Shit. Okay. Okay.
Oh, no.
I think we know what that means.
Oh, no.
No, that sounded like a good okay.
Lukiel, you're up.
Oh.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do there with all that junk? Fuck. Okay.
Oh. Legendary action before your turn. Sorry. She's going to cast Disrupt Life on you.
What is she?
I can't do that. Hold on. I'm too far away. Oh, I can do this, though. I'm going to use the innate spellcasting. It's part of one of his... And she casts Finger of Death. So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. Constitution. Sorry. Constitution. Con save.
Can I attempt to disengage?
It's a legendary
No.
action. It doesn't work like that.
Please?
No, make that con save.
Please?
Make that con save. There's no way around this, unfortunately. I don't even know if you
Can
can
I
use reactions.
Use one of my
against-
bardic inspirations to add a d8 to my con save.
No.
Please,
No. Roll the con
please.
save.
Oh!
Roll the con save. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Is this about to be a TPK?
Con save.
Too bad. It's on my terms.
It's like throw a D.
Oh,
Con save plus a 3. That's a 16 combined.
That's a fail.
Fuck!
7d8 plus 30.
we're testing a lot tonight.
It's just me. It's literally just me.
No, it's also
No.
me.
Oh,
It's
well,
it's,
you
it's
know.
all of us
Except
except for Elliana. Innocent little bean.
Excuse me. Can you repeat that, please?
Squeeze me.
Innocent little bean.
It's the.
You take 58 points of necrotic damage.
You're resistant to necrotic granite.
I sure am resistant to necrotic damage. You freaking
I couldn't complete that sentence.
dummy.
Why are you calling me a dummy? I was just
No. I'm talking to
So it's
Thanatora.
29 points of necrotic damage then. 'Cause you
Way
take
less
half
than
of it.
58.
Good.
Good. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
29.
29.
29. Is this canon? 29.
Yes.
29.
29.
29.
But now it's your turn.
Great.
20.
Well, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Celestial Revelation. But, okay.
Okay.
Oh. I would have to move first.
Correct.
Just a
we're
little
not
guy.
doing. We're not doing that.
Oh, and are you still fear her, don't you?
Ha.
You still fear her, so you can't move closer.
What? My walking speed is down. It's halved.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think you still have the fear condition, frightened of her,
Frightened.
I believe.
Let me add
You can't
frightened
move
to
closer
my.
to her.
I'm frightened. Oh no, I'm frightened. Can I move closer to Shadow Verity?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, but you have to go like diagonally.
Can I?
Yes.
You can move 10 feet.
I would like to, please.
10 feet closer to Shadow Verity.
Exactly 10 feet.
Go.
I'm right fucking there with you, Ira. I'm right next to you. Let's go.
Got my back again.
waiting.
Yes. So now I'm going to cast Celestial Revelation.
Okay.
It's going to be Necrotic Shroud.
Okay.
It's creatures other than your allies within 10 feet of you must succeed on a charisma saving throw or have the frightened condition until the end of my next turn.
That is, what's the DC?
I don't want to say because I know that you rolled above it.
I rolled a 17.
That's above it
Okay.
because it was a 16 for the DC. God, I don't get it back to a long rest. Well, I know what I can do. I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah. Go bardically inspire.
Excuse me.
Why are you goofy?
Wow.
Why am I goofy?
Go for it.
That was rude.
Or
You're like,
It wasn't meant to be condescending. That's
it's kind of. So how far away am I from Shadow Verity right now?
you're literally in melee range.
you're in melee range,
Ooh.
Depends
but
on
you
the
have to
damage.
prep your shillelagh.
I ain't got to do that. Got some melee weapons, bitch.
Do it.
I will. I freaking will.
Roll for that attack.
Okay.
Would that have a modifier? Or is it just a
Yeah,
straight
it's
roll?
Yeah, you roll a
It's a
d20
modifier.
plus whatever is next to the weapon.
Oh. That would be I'm going to do the dagger. For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
For a 18.
For sure. It's a +7, so that's 18.
That hits.
Sweet. Which I also have
Roll that d4 for damage.
has finesse, light, throne, and nick.
So you have Nick. So you have 2 daggers?
Do I? I think I might just only
'Cause
have.
it's meant for your offhand. So you can so Nick
I don't think he has 2 weapon fighting.
I
yeah,
do.
don't
I
think-
do have 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
So you'd have to have a second dagger to be able to do the like offhand attack on it.
But what were the other ones besides Nick? We don't care about Nick.
It's like light
He's a loser.
finesse and
So
thrown.
so it says, when you take the attack action on your turn and attack with a light weapon, you can make 1 extra attack as a bonus action on the same turn.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's like yeah. So roll for the second attack.
Oh, it's like a Beyblade, man. Let it rip. Okay, well, it's literally an 11 again,
Plus the 7.
plus the 7.
Okay. So yeah. So both of them hit. So roll for damage for both. The d4 plus 4, and then you roll. So roll 2 d4s.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Plus 4.
Is that what is that?
2 plus 4, 6.
6.
Oh, 1 plus 4 is a 5
So 11 points of damage.
of piercing damage.
Okay.
I'm so hyped that I can use melee weapons
Nice.
and not just a fucking loot. Which I still haven't really used yet, but, you know.
Great news, guys. I have the lowest health in the party. Like,
Aside
No,
from the
you-
two people
hey.
unconscious.
well, no, I mean like over.
Like in
I mean
general, like,
overall, when we're all
max
at full
HP.
health.
Oh, yeah.
I have the lowest. So
Well,
I'm surprised I'm still up. Because she seems to have a personal vendetta against me.
Yeah, if that's the rest of your turn, then it's Era.
Yeah.
How long did that frightened condition thing last?
You can make at the end of your turn, you can make
It's up to a minute.
It just
I
lasts
think it
forever?
It's
was.
10 rounds.
Yeah, it lasts forever.
So
10 rounds
you
is forever. I can't because I need him for what I'm going to do.
wait.
well,
Because I'm firing one of my charges from Affixus, my only 6th level thing I can do
Whoa.
with the Wall of Thorns.
yeah.
Ooh.
I wasted my bonus action. I should have given you inspiration.
But
That was an L on my part.
That's good. What you did was good.
but I need Thanator to make a dex save to know if it's going to take full damage or half.
Well, you could like roll the damage.
And every time she moves through it, for every 1 foot, she must expend 4 feet of movement. And as she moves through it, she takes either 7d8 slashing or half as much as she moves through it.
I guess you could roll the damage right now while we're waiting. That's about all you can do.
You know what I should be using
Oh, hi,
more
he's
is
back.
Hey.
I should be using actor more because I can do impersonation or mimicry.
How would that work with? I guess that could work in combat too.
Mimicking Thanator's speech,
So
her voice.
I am going to send you something to Discord.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Now don't react until
Don't.
we act out something.
Don't react. Do nothing.
While you're doing that, I need
Yes.
your attention.
Yep,
I am casting
I'm listening.
so is it 6th level and below, or
It's if she chooses.
it's
I'm
6th?
choosing
Well,
not to.
she's gonna choose. Is the thing. That's why I need the clarification. Or is it anything 6th level and above? She cannot
She can't negate it if it's 6 and above.
6 and above. So 6 is safe.
Yes.
Lovely. I'm going to use my 1 charge with the Fixus of Wall of Thorns at 6th level.
Okay. Okay.
But I need her to make a dex save of and beat an 18.
Oh. Damn, that's a lot of dice.
I'm just waiting for the ball to drop.
Should I make the dex save?
I rolled. This is 17.
Great. So she takes full 31 points of slashing damage.
Let's go.
And there is now a 10-foot high, 5-foot thick, 20-foot, hold on. 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick, or... Yep, so that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be... Let me see real quick. I'm here. I know now I'm likely about to be her focus because she's a little bitch and can't focus on her main objective.
Essentially, it's the same width as her. It's 10 feet wide.
I'm talking in 60 feet long.
Oh, okay.
So I'm also like, so if she decides to move towards me, I want to like, it's 10 feet wide, 60 feet long.
Yeah, so you can do it from here to like here, and it doesn't
But I'm doing this complicated because I'm insulating myself and Lukiel and Homa and Verity.
Hey.
I want it here, but where it's in front of her and it's not like Jack is not encumbered by it.
Sure.
Who's
So-
Jack?
So yeah, and as she moves through, her movement is reduced, and she takes damage.
Oh. He's pulling out the baggie.
He's got the grass.
Man's got the grass.
He's got the moss.
What is this contraband?
And I have to maintain concentration.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. You marked the 31?
Yeah, I did mark the
Okay.
31.
Cool.
Okay. So it's at this point that it's like certain amount of time has like passed. Like something like Thanator was waiting for something. And so she turns and says, I'm finished with this. And she like pulls her hand out and like grabs something, and you see the cage kind of like almost like shrinking down onto Flossidus.
No.
And this level of like purple energy like starts to kind of be sucked, and you see like Flossidus kind of like drop to her knees and kind of like having this like immense pain, and this huge amount of energy shifts out of Flossidus and into Thanatura. She says, "Your vitality is mine," and like steals a bunch of this power from Flossidus.
What?
You see her like become like youthful, like all of this like age kind of shreds off of her body as she gains like this like ironclad, as if like time has reversed itself, and she now stands like kind of like drops the scythe down and says, "Oh, that's better." And she's kind of like looking at her hand, and you being right next to the cage, Flossidus kind of looks up at you and says, I only have so much power left. You're my only hope now. And she like reaches her hand to the edge of the cage to like touch your hand with hers. And you touch her hand and you feel the same level of like an immense power of energy like shift out of like shifting from Flossidus into your body. And as you do,
Yo.
Stop.
Holy shit, you're huge.
Elliana.
This you?
you gain this like immense amount of power as your body kind of like shifts, and it's like you're kind of like turning into this like amalgamated form of your winter form. And mixed with like this celestial power given from Flossidus, as you essentially become in this like almost like the equivalent of an avatar state, but in like this god form. And what I was sending to her is a level 20 character sheet.
Oh, sheesh.
That's why I hid my iPad.
Well, we know who's gonna beat,
That being said, that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, what a cliffhanger.
Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you joining us with this combat, and we will see you in the next episode
Freaking intense.
for Playing in the Astral Part 2. We'll see you then. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye.